From the 47th floor of the QSJ building in beautiful downtown Cohoes, New York, it's the Rain Man and Guy Blow Show. Starring your hosts, Rain Man and Guy Blow. Call Rain Man and Guy Blow right now at 518-629-5891 or hit them up on the website, rainmanguyeblow.com. Rain Man Guy Blow Show is brought to you by QSJRadio.com. Shout out to everyone listening. And now, your hosts, Rain Man and Guy Blow.
Yo, producer was feeling awfully gangster. It's the Rain Man and Guy Blow Show, brought to you by the good folks at QSJ Radio. Absolutely jam-packed show. I don't know how we're going to fit it in 3 hours.
It's so much stuff to talk about tonight.
Dude, just so much. It might have to go 3 hours and 15 minutes. Grammy coverage. Hazy's coming on, second hour. Teaser.
Talk about his Grammy almost nomination.
We're talking about his Grammy snub.
Poor guy.
Yeah. As soon as I realized they were going to do an urban category at the Grammys, I
Nigga's
thought he
been
was
grinding.
a lock.
Nigga's been grinding.
He's been grinding. So we have him on in the second hour. Teaser. We have the QSJ Radio Magazine premiere issue.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's knocking at the door of being released. It's almost there. And if you are a business, an artist, or an attention whore with some extra money, check out QSJRadio.com. And for some reason, the Puerto Rican that runs the website, shout out to everyone listening, put the most important link in the top right where you can barely see it, and that's called the Submit the Magazine link, in case you want to buy some ad space on the magazine.
Yo, did you know that that magazine is going to be seen by 6.5 million people?
You heard 6.5?
That's what he posted, yeah.
I heard once it goes to Asia, it was going to go 7.2 mil.
I don't know if it's going to make it that far. It's in English. I don't know if Google Translate has picked up on it yet. What the fuck?
It's the Rain Man, Rain Man, Rain Man and Guy Blow Show. It's the Rain Man, Rain Man, Rain Man and Guy Blow Show. It's the Rain Man, Rain Man,
Yo.
Rain Man and Guy Blow Show. It's the Rain Man, Rain Man.
Yo, that might have to be the official one.
Wow.
I know we like to change every week, but when
Yeah,
the
we
producer's pouring his heart and soul into an intro, you got to keep it.
We got to figure out who he stole this beat from, though.
No, he didn't steal. He sampled. You got to remember, we're on
Sampled.
an unsigned artist website. You don't
Yo,
steal
hold on.
it, you
He's got
sample.
like
Oh,
he's
oh.
got like
Rain Man and Guy Blow Show.
he's got that instrument where you knock it.
Either that or it's a pencil bouncing on a notebook. After he wrote these really creative lyrics.
Wow.
Yo, producer. I'm telling you, I think it was the launch of the QSJ Radio magazine that just lit a fire under everyone's ass that's employed here at QSJ Radio. Producer's like, I got to stop just taking the same thing I've been saying for the last 3 years and dubbing it over a new bed of music. I got to write some original shit.
Again, I guess he did.
What's more original than just repeating the title of the show?
Speaking of repeats, don't forget to listen to tomorrow's episode today. Davin's Den at davincomedy.com. Don't forget to go to Davin's Den to listen to the podcast. Listen to three crazy Jews. What are their names? Davin Rosenblatt, Pip Helix, and some guy named Joe plays in a band every Friday, except this Friday because his mother passed away and it's her wake. No jokes involved with that. She really died, and he's really going to skip out on the band Friday for the wake.
Hey, my condolences go to Joe. Hey, I hope you air drum a couple songs for her, man. May she rest in peace. Hey, you know, but the thing is, though, I'm the type of guy that feels like if I send my energy through this microphone into a podcast,
He'll feel it.
He'll feel it.
There you go. So there you go. Air drum, do a little power. What's that called? Adventures of Power. One of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. Give her a little air drumming on Friday.
Yeah.
Right on the casket. You don't even have to air drum. You can hand drum on the casket.
This one's
Play
for
it
you.
for her.
Yeah, Joe, nothing but love for you guys. And Davin, just for you, we have a deal. We are selling some QSJ Radio Magazine spots.
Whoa. This is not a group thing.
Ooh.
I offered him the special.
You're making the hard
because
sell, aren't you?
I get the money if I sell the ad space. So I'm giving him a ridiculous discount.
Tell me about it.
DavinComedy.com. If you would like to be advertised in the QSJ Radio Magazine, I'm going to give you 30% off any ad space you want for any ad you want. If you opt to go on a 3-month subscription or recurring ad, I will give you 50% off.
Wow.
That just happened.
In the analytics show, if you do 3 months, you're going to greatly increase your business or product by at least 50%.
That's right. It takes 90 days of monopolizing people's mental capacity to eventually work your way in there. That's why they keep playing the same commercials over and over and over. They had that, what is it? It's AT&T, the phone app, right? When they do the 2 things are better than one's, worked on you, by the way, where they go, you can do 2 things better than one, and they're like, or it's faster, well, my grandma's slow. You tape a cheetah to her back. The first couple times I'm watching that, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And then that little black baby's shaking his head like this and waving his hand like that.
Wait.
I'm watching this.
That commercial's amazing. How good are those kids?
Yeah, but not in the beginning. In the beginning, it's not good. You're like, all right, that's fucking stupid.
You didn't like that commercial first time you saw it?
No.
Stop.
And now I look forward to seeing a new one.
Yeah, it's really good.
And they got the tape a cheetah to your back. They got the 2 things at once, and they got another one too. The TV, when they're like, you can't TV. You need a big tree for it. Because you can't have a little TV. You got to hold the antennas like this. You won't be able to see the TV at this angle like this. You need a big tree for it.
Yeah, we are officially branded by AT&T because that commercial did its job. It buried its message inside of our head, and here we are talking about it, and we're not even getting a single dime from AT&T.
Not yet.
Exactly, not yet. But you can beat AT&T to the punch because QSJ Radio Electronic Magazine. Hold on a second. I stand corrected. It's also going to be a physical magazine.
Yes, it will.
It's getting released on 2 fronts, on the interwebs and, as the kids call it, in real life, or as the really, really big nerds call it, away from keyboard. Because the internet is real life, so it's just you're stepping away from the keyboard to go through something else besides the internet. So it's a 3-front release.
So what do you think are going to be the top advertisements purchased?
I 100% guarantee that we get a spot for Sherry's Berries. She advertises anywhere on the internet. If you can listen to it on the internet, there's a good chance Sherry's Berries will throw you $30 to put an advertisement on.
Oh, so you're going that route. See, I'm going more along the lines of our clientele. I think Boost Mobile is going to be one of our highest ad revenue purchasers.
Yeah, I can see it now. So, what's your demographic? Like, what does QSJ Radio target?
We're mostly going with like unsigned artists, like rappers.
Blacks.
Yeah. Well, there's Puerto Ricans. Mostly people who didn't finish college.
But Mr. Rothstein, let's be honest. It all falls under the umbrella of black.
Well, I guess, what I'm trying to tell you is that we got a bunch of people with bad credit that are going to be, buying this magazine with the food stamps. And so, I mean, what kind of product do you have?
All of a sudden, Rent-A-Center's knocking at the door. Because that's a no credit check, buy it now, pay later type place.
I thought you were being the Boost Mobile guy. You're going to be like, oh, well, I got this crazy idea where I got cell phones where you don't need credit, you just pay for cash.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I thought we were going to run down the laundry list.
That's all right.
Possibilities.
That's all right. We've never role played before. Mostly we leave that to Latino Heat, but he's been playing the role of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
You don't see him. Every now and then they get a text message or a phone call.
Every once in a while you get a text message that reads exactly like this. Da.
I usually get the phone call and he's like, dude, this traffic's fucking ridiculous. I'm on my way home from Happy Valley. I got to pick up the woman, It's 5:30. I'm studying. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm fucking working, bro. 5:30, I work.
I'm out here picking people up and dropping them off. It's called taxi cab service.
Where do all these people come from, dude? Oh, they're probably on their way home from work, Latino. They're probably working, too.
Yeah, because The thing about Latino, much like the demographic that we'll be selling our ads to, is that he doesn't know that 5:30 the highway's packed because people are coming home from work. His mind hasn't wrapped around that yet.
You don't get it.
Yo, on my man's 30th birthday, when he blows out 30 candles on his birthday cake, he may still be unemployed.
He definitely will be if he goes by his plan. His plan is to be at Plattsburgh.
He's going to be 30.
Fratting.
He's going to be 30 years old living in a dorm.
Maybe get a house.
No, he's got to live in a dorm because that's almost like
he could be the president of
Alpha Kuma Suck Dick.
What would be QSJ? What would that be in alphanumeric or whatever they call it?
I don't know.
Roman
I don't know
letters.
Greek.
Oh, it's Greek?
Yeah, it's Greek. I don't know Greek letters, man.
Can we get a Greek on the phone? Call in to the Rain Man and Guy Blow Show, 518-629-5891. We'd love to know what the Greek alphabet QSJ letters are. How do you say them, or how do you do it?
And we will do our best to not bust your balls relentlessly because you actually know the Greek symbols.
Yo, no lie, I just looked at the clock to see how long we've been going and got pissed that it was only 11 and a half minutes.
You know, there's a couple jobs that you do that you can't ever check the time. One of them's being a prostitute, and then the other one's doing really bad internet radio.
Yeah, like I feel like I used all the content up today. Well, I do have a story about going to the mall. I made my annual trip to the mall. We can tease that, too.
Yeah,
When's
teaser!
When's Hazy calling in?
Hazy's calling in during second hour.
So 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. We always like booking the guests second hour.
So 22 minutes left.
That's not too bad.
Freestyle.
Yeah, exactly. So last week, the Rain Man and Guy Blow Show took a small weekly hiatus. Look, we take pride in being the Iron Men of internet radio because we don't take a week off.
Right.
There's no such thing as taking time off. In fact, to the millions and millions of podcasters out there that I talk to on Twitter, I see a couple of you guys getting soft. They've been tweeting out. I'm not going to mention any names because they don't plug us, so I'm not going to plug them. But by the way, there are spots in the magazine for sale. Check out QSJRadio.com. We will plug you. But they were writing or tweeting out to the masses that they're like, oh, man, I can't keep doing the podcast weekly. I think I'm going to stick it to a fortnight, which is 14 days for the people.
Oh, I did see that, and I was like...
Yeah, you saw me right back to him, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know what a fortnight was, so I was like, whatever, dude. No one cares. You guys
no one
are
cares.
trash.
Yeah. The thing is, though, if you want to actually make your show successful, don't listen to us because we don't know what we're doing either. But I have an idea. You need to put out as much content as possible and just hope that maybe once in a while you braise the eardrums of somebody that will fall into your demographic of entertainment/comedy or any other type of interviewer that you'll get. So doing it once a fortnight, no one's going to remember you 14 days after. No, you're just dust in the wind.
Speaking of dust in the wind, this phone line idea might be a crapshoot tonight because I can't get the Gmail open on Internet Explorer, and the old Mozilla still ain't working.
Fuck. I wonder if Hazy's calling in via the phone line.
Well, I mean, he's going to try.
Yeah, we got to get that. I wonder if he has Skype. Do African Americans use Skype? I know they use Twitter. Because whenever a Tyler Perry movie's on, Medea seems to be trending worldwide.
He's probably going to be calling in from his cell.
Yeah, cell onto the show's phone number.
No, I mean his cell. Like you get one phone call.
Yeah. And you better make it quick because he's only got 30 minutes left on his plan before it fucking re-ups next month.
Yeah, that sound you hear is the sound of
it's tough out there.
Mozilla not working.
Yeah. All right, so last week we did take a hiatus, but that's because, listen, we do internet radio, not Sirius XM satellite radio. We're on Justin TV, not the TV. So I don't have the money to miss out on a Groupon. And I have a wedding coming up March 30th, and we're offered a deal that if everyone in the wedding goes to get their shit altered at once, they would cut us a Groupon-type deal. So therefore, it took a while because I had to go wait in line before I got measured to get my suit fitted. So that's why we took last week off. I mean, other than that, the only way we've ever missed a show.
And because the illustrious Traffic Light Hernandez came back and decided to do a show.
Oh, yes, he did. Shout out to everyone listening. And if you tuned into that show last week, they smashed the Guinness Book of World Records for the amount of times somebody can give a shout-out to. He was interviewing Czar the Truth or Czar Revolutions, one of the artists of the month on QSJ Radio, home of the unsigned artist. And they were just going back and forth. Hi, yo, shout out to your wifey. Nah, man. Yo, shout out to your wifey. Yo, wifey holds it down, man. Hi, shout out to wifey. Yo, you in Virginia right now? Yo, shout out to Virginia Beach. I got mad love down there. Yo, where you at, dog? Yo, I'm out here holding down in Cali. Yo, hi, shout out to Cali, man. Got mad peeps in Englewood. And then it just went back and forth, giving random shout outs. To Traffic Light's defense, I think he was pie-eyed. Looked a little bit under the influence. He had the Jameson hanging out so the video could see it.
I wish I didn't miss it.
Well, you want the cliff notes?
I think I just got him.
Oh, he's got him. Yeah, just making sure. Because it was just nonstop shout-outs back and forth. And they did set the Guinness Book of World Records. And that's why we missed last week. I hope you guys tuned into that. And also, he was launching the magazine. And we were hoping that the magazine went live last week or yesterday, so that we could start reading these articles to the people who have trouble reading. Because I just found this out at Hoffman's Car Wash. Yo, Hoffman's Car Wash, Latham Pub, what up? Super Car Wash. It's literacy month. You know, every month has a theme. Like November's Breast Month.
Yeah.
February's United Negro Month.
This is Pay It Forward week of Black History Month.
What the fuck is that?
You pay it forward. You do something nice for somebody. Like, for instance, I gave someone that I work with 2 cans of pouches for free. Marlboro pouches, 1 straight, 1 mint.
You gave a black guy?
No, white guy. Kindness of my heart. It's Black History Month. That doesn't mean you have to do something nice for black people. You just pay it forward to anybody.
Oh, it's Paid Forward Week during Black History Month?
Yeah.
I don't get it, yo.
I'm trying to get every handout possible.
Fucking Hallmark. Is it Hallmark? Do they have that much lobbying power that they're going to start making up random holidays so that you would purchase more cards?
No, you don't buy a card. You do something nice for somebody.
Yeah, but you don't think Hallmark's shipping on a card yet?
Like, for instance, that's why the producer probably did that sweet-ass intro for us.
Probably the best intro we've ever came into.
Paid it forward. Now, that's supposed to inspire us to do something nice for somebody else.
Yeah.
I already did my nice thing, though, so I'm not inspired. I'm kind of irritated now because this won't work. This phone line won't work.
Yeah, so you have the Justin TV link on the one internet. Can't you open up multiple Internet Explorers?
Yeah, but the Google won't work on Internet Explorer is what I'm trying to tell you.
This is called technical talk. What if you were on Justin TV with Internet Explorer?
Do you remember a long time ago when we tried to do a show and we first started putting everything on my computer and we couldn't get the phone line up on Internet Explorer, so I downloaded Mozilla so I could do it? That's the problem.
Oh, Mozilla's not even opening?
It's the same problem. Now, Mozilla's not opening until I restart my computer. Can't do that. We're in the middle of a show.
You definitely can't restart
There's no way around it. You want to see if he's got Skype?
He's got to have Skype. It's called text messages.
Yeah, text him.
Yeah. Text messages with the guy below.
And while you're doing that, we'll go to commercial.
Yeah.
Shut! Danny's Discount Flowers. Get down! Danny's Discount Flowers. Vietnam vet waging war against overpriced flowers. Discounts so low, even you can get laid with these prices. $40 for a dozen of roses? Now they're $19.99. $55 for a bundle of tulips? Looks like they're $27.50. Petunias, or whatever the hell they're called, 67? Looks like someone just agreed on 32. Danny's Discount Flowers, waging a war on overpriced flowers. Let Danny help you get laid this Valentine's Day. Vietnam vet, I was once fighting Charlie, now I'm fighting overpriced flowers.
And we're back.
Yo, huge sponsors to the show, man. I'm telling you, when we started selling spots for the QSJ Radio magazine,
we didn't know what we were going to get.
I didn't know, but Traffic Light, you know, he's protecting the blanket we call freedom. He works for the Navy. He's a military guy.
A lot of friends out there.
Yeah, a lot of friends. He's like, yo, man, one of my commanders is a Vietnam vet. Yeah, he kind of fucking lost his mind, but he opened up his own flower shop. He wanted to get a spot in your show. I said, absolutely, man. Fucking send the commercial and we'll play it.
Not bad. I hope. There you go. So if you want to get a bundle of petunias for under $30, you know where to go. Danny's Discount Flowers.com. Yo, Hazy ain't calling that.
Well, I don't know.
We can't get him on.
The only thing will be Skype. Like, you have to have Skype.
You have to Skype.
Yeah.
Or he could face talk me.
Oh, on the book.
Yeah, but at any point in time, Internet Explorer could shit the bed on Facebook. and then we lose everything. And this computer's never seen porn.
That's so weird to me. In fact, I don't believe you that I didn't see porn.
No, it never has.
That laptop's not even a year old.
It is a year old now. I got it last Christmas.
Oh, it's officially a year old.
Yeah, a year and a month or so.
Because my laptop that I regularly use to
Right.
jerk off with
might
be in better shape than that one.
No, I mean, this works for everything real well. It's just only some stuff works in some places. Like, I just needed a restart.
Yeah, and right.
Because fucking producer gave me Hulu, so I go on the goddamn Hulu, and it's like, you must upload, now, when I don't do anything on this computer, I don't do anything on this computer but radio. So when it says I need to upload or upgrade my Adobe, I don't do it. When it says you gotta download the newest Flash player, I don't do it. And then the other day, to watch Hulu, I fucking had to do it.
Yeah.
And so once I did that, I had to restart, all this new shit, and just stuff started crashing. Because I got all these new stuff coming up.
I think your ability or your inability to not do the updates and restart your computer might be worse than porn.
I guess.
Because you got to remember, I just purchased the Nokia Lumia 920. It's not even a brag. It was on sale at Radio Shack, $50. You can get one too. But the resolution on this phone, for those of you that are part of the iPhone world, and that iPhone usually has the best resolution on any phone, the Nokia Lumia 920 crushes the resolution. And it is so tough to not automatically look up porn on this phone because the resolution on this phone is better than any monitor I have in my house. It's so good when I was watching porn, I could smell her. That's the type of resolution I have on this phone. And I don't want to do it because I think my Android phone turned the shit because I looked up porn on it one time. I had to.
You already you haven't even had it a week.
No, the new one I didn't. I didn't look it up on the new one yet. I didn't, bro.
Did you do it on the store one?
when
you were testing it?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, can I get one of those test-out models? Sure, man. What are you looking to do on this phone? I fucking snag it from him. I go straight to youporn.com, click the amateur channel. He starts hearing, oh, and fucking loud noises coming from the phone. This is what I'm trying to do with this phone, bro.
All right, I found Hazy on the old Facebook here. Hazy is an outstanding artist. He has a unique style. He put his life into his music.
Yeah.
He has drive and motivation. Team Hazy. Team Smoke Some. What up?
And he got snubbed from the Grammy nominees.
Hashtags everywhere.
The people who are writing jokes for the Grammys are the ones that steal from us. Rayman, I know you can't take it. You'd rather watch 16 hours straight of reality television, of reality TV stars playing drinking games. I know you'd rather watch that than the Grammy Awards. I understand. But they started a new category called Best Urban Artist.
Yeah, I was there for that.
We've been calling blacks urban for about 3 years.
Frankie Ocean won it.
Yeah. Wow, perfect.
Well, that's because all the blacks are winning all the awards, and white people are like, yo, what the fuck? Why can't we win? And they go, well, we can't make you an award specifically for white people.
Yeah.
They're like, well, why don't we keep our regular awards? You give these black people a new one for themselves. And then they came out with contemporary urban. So Chris Brown, Drake, maybe Justin Bieber someday if he ever goes black the way MJ went black to white.
Yeah, it's true.
They Frankie Ocean, they can win, that award. And then Elton John, Bruce Springsteen can still win the white people awards.
Yeah, you're right. They really did do that.
Yeah, they did.
So look, we can't compete with these guys because they actually have soul and talent.
That's why the Mudford Sons won or something.
I know. Yeah, fuck it. We'll kick off. Let's do a little Grammy recap. Katy Perry, her tits stole the show.
I don't like you talking about her like that.
Katy Perry's tits stole the show.
She's so much more than a pair of tits, and you're late to the bandwagon. Sorry, buddy. Guess what? You can't have them.
Can't have her tits?
She follows me on Twitter.
Stop.
Yep, her and Aubrey O'Day. How do you like me now?
Yo,
check it out. Yo, follow me. Check it out for yourself. Check and see who follows Rain Man.
Check it.
At DA_Rain _man.
Go ahead,
Katy
verify.
Perry follows me.
Yo, verify it that Katy Perry follows him. She was wearing a Kermit the Frog green dress that just had a big circle around her tits. And when she went up there to talk on stage, I was wondering why the microphone was even that high, because I didn't even notice that she had a face. It's just, you would zoom in on her tits, and that's the only thing that you noticed. You don't even know what lipstick she was wearing, do you? I don't either.
No, I didn't see any pictures.
Because you didn't make any contact up there.
Well, we were here watching it together.
Yeah, it's true. We did have a Grammy viewing party.
No, I mean her, Katie and I. Those things are taped. You know that, right? It's not live.
Yeah, no. That's why when they say up next, performing artist, blah blah blah, and they show you a preview of the performance.
She was here.
Oh, was she?
And you notice I cleaned a little bit.
Yeah, the QSJ radio studio almost looks clean.
You don't believe me? She left the bobby pin on the nightstand.
Looks spotless in here.
So holding her shirt in place.
So what was her hubby? The Tim Burton lookalike from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, John Mayer. What was he doing? You see what that guy was wearing?
Yeah, he looked like Charlie. He looked like Angry Wonka.
Yeah, he did. He looked like the
or
Tim Burton.
Sarcastic Wonka, whatever.
Yeah, the Tim Burton rendition of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
It's exactly what he looked like. And his better half had Kermit the Green dress on.
I hear that he's a handful in bed.
You think so?
No, I know so. That's what they say. That's what they say about him. That's why Taylor Swift and him broke up. He was like, she's not crazy enough. He's like a Tiger Woods guy.
Yo, his laundry list of slaying ass is
Who
fierce.
else does he have besides those two?
Yo, Jessica Simpson, Katy Perry, and Taylor Swift. If that's
his only addition is Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
Well,
while she was hot. Like Jessica Simpson during Dukes of Hazzard.
Like Jessica Simpson prior to acne commercials.
Yes.
Right.
Jessica Simpson.
That's the way I break down my timeline.
Yeah, pre or post acne commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I break it down by Weight Watchers commercials. Once you start doing those, that means I know you jumped the shark as far as would or would I not fuck you. And we're talking pre that. Because during Dukes of Hazzard, she was casted just to be eye candy. There was no other reason on there. I mean, you could have delivered those lines better.
Well,
I'm not saying you're a bad actor.
They didn't have any actors in that entire movie, right? They had Sean William Scott and Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville's not an actor. Like I can't believe he was just in a movie recently with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Could you pick a duo that has worse acting talent than Arnold Schwarzenegger and Johnny Knoxville? Name a duo in the history of movies that you watched that are worse than that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone in The Expendables. Righteous sniff.
Yeah, I don't know. Sylvester Stallone does give some really good lines in Expendables. Because he used to be really, really fast with the pistol.
Yeah.
The only thing faster is light. Come on. That's a great line.
I never saw it.
Oh, you didn't watch it? It was an awesomely bad movie. But that movie with Arnold, I don't even know what it was called. The Walking Dead, Walking Tall, or was that the Rock movie?
Walking Tall was the Rock movie.
Yeah, when it was him co-starring A Piece of Lumber.
Yeah. He went around and beat people with it, like Hacksaw Jim Duncan.
Yeah, that movie, I don't even. It was awful. But you didn't. I can't believe you really want to say Expendables is lower than that. I'll get over it.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. I was looking at something.
It's all right. I'll get over it.
I was looking at the producer's new profile pic. Did you see that?
The producer's profile pic is the type of picture that you would see in a doctor's handout for herpes. That's exactly what you.
Don't say it. This is beautiful.
Whenever you go to the doctors and they have those little informational brochures that you pick up for whatever disease you have,
right.
Whether it be high blood pressure, genital warts on your dick, melanoma, there's always that one guy who's getting paid tons of money to be the poster boy. In the picture of the producer that he just made his Facebook default, that's exactly what will be on a brochure. But producer, you look good, man.
Not the producer, the owner.
Oh.
Traffic.
Yeah. I saw that before I came into the studio today.
Because, like, all right, so this is what I'm doing. While Guy Blow's going on I didn't stop paying attention. I hate
Yeah.
the Grammys. I'm going through. I recruited a new girl for softball today,
Oh,
so I'm going because softball's coming up. It's almost
Yeah.
spring. You know, we got like 3 months left.
gotta get
So
ready.
I'm going to add her name to the QSJ Radio softball team private group.
Yeah.
And when I
Members only.
When I click on it, right, members only, it shows all the members. And member 1, Jen Dupes. Member 2, Rick Simonian. Member 3, Kelly Adams. Member 4, Kaylee Carter.
Yeah.
Member 5, David Traffic Hernandez and his wife and their baby. And he's got the picture where he's covering her turts.
Yeah.
And then the other hand's underneath the stomach. Or she's got her hands on the stomach like it's the world.
Yes.
And it's so beautiful.
Yo, Traffic legit posted a photo of him and his wife, fiance, significant other, where he's giving her the hand bra and she's covering up the birth canal.
Yep.
Right on the book.
They use black in all the right places on that photo.
Hey man, I guess it's art.
You want to see the pic?
Yeah.
Buy the magazine. Actually, it's a free magazine. Review the magazine.
Yeah, view that shit.
Tell
Yo,
your friends where you saw it and make them buy ad space.
if someone's got to have a business or an entrepreneur. What about that one broad that was trying to sell cupcakes? She's still trying to do that?
Oh, I'll ask her. Good idea.
Yeah. Because what better
what
way
about Justin Sider? What better way to get
to get hold on one second.
North Star Property Services off the ground than with an advertisement in our magazine? Now, I'll let you do the I'll let you, that can be your sale. All right?
I'm going to tell you why that sale won't even be possible. Because at Hoffman's Car Wash, I know an extremely rich guy who owns multiple rental properties, and God wasn't so nice to him. There's a way that the universe balances out. You can't be successful and completely healthy.
All right.
So he has an MS, and he was looking for snow removal. And all you had to do was shovel the sidewalks and the porches of his rental properties, and he was willing to pay $5,000 cash. North Star Properties, owned by Justin Sider and his friend, at least I think it is.
His friend's already insider.
His friend's already inside.
Alfred Insider.
Yeah, he's already inside of her. I called him up. I go, yo, if you guys want some business, my buddy Greg at Hoffman's Car Wash owns property. You can come over here and make $5,000 cash. All he wants you to do is remove snow for the winter season. Come over here and do it.
Yeah.
No, it's too far. It's in Albany. I don't want to drive that far. We don't have the equipment. Or the equipment? Let's go grab some shovels, show up, and remove the snow. For $5,000, Rain Man, we should have started one. It should have been Rain Man and Guy Blow Property
I don't
Services.
need a business. I drive around in my Impala and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I should have
I
told
put a shovel in the back seat and a pair of winter gloves. I buy a coffee at Stewart's so they can see me. I'd throw a lipper in, and I'd go take care of the snow.
Yeah. Because in the capital region, how many times did it snow? It was
Twice.
that time, and then we just had NEMO, hence the name of the show.
Mm-hmm.
NEMO aftermath, math. 1, 2, and then maybe another time. So we'll say 3 grand total times of snowing.
Right.
I'm going to round up. 4 hours of shoveling each time. That's 12 hours of shoveling. I'll throw in 3 hours of travel. Way rounding up. 15 total hours, and they could have made $5 grand.
That's a lot of money.
Yo, next time I'm not even giving his property or his business a shout out. In fact, I won't even let it go on the magazine.
You know what I've been using his business cards for?
To straighten out lines of coke.
No, I don't do that. 'Cause it makes me sneeze. All right, you guess time's up. So I have a candle here, courtesy a Yankee Candle. It's Heritage Pine scented. If you're watching on Justin.tv, on the camera you'll see that it is extremely low. Out of a 6-inch candle, would you say? About 6 inches high?
Yeah, it's about the length of my cock.
Right, so now we're down to about a half an inch left of wax. and I can't get the lighter all the way down to the bottom of the candle.
Tough situation to be in.
So I fold his business card in half, and I light one side, and then I hold the candle like so, and hold the business card in there to light the wicks of the candle, and then I rotate the glass and light the other wick because it's double wicked. That's how big this candle is. And then I turn the faucet on, and I put the fire on the card out, and then I throw them away.
Wow. That's an excellent use of a business card.
Yeah. And he gave me a whole bunch. So I could do this next year, too, if I get another candle.
Excellent use of a business card.
I mean, you don't want to get you stick your hand in there, you burn your hands. You can't really see what's going on because the flame lights it up. But you light the index card. It's like lighting a big long stick, a starter wood.
Yeah, or like grabbing a piece of rigatoni from the kitchen so you can light it. You can do that too.
You can light rigatoni on fire.
Yeah, that's like an old wives' secret. Or you can let's just say if it gets real deep like this, to 6 inches
like
deep,
a stick of spaghetti.
Light a stick of spaghetti. Set it there, and then run it under the faucet so you don't set your garbage can on fire.
No shit.
And throw it out.
We're doing it. I have linguine. We're trying it.
Bro, we can run this test right now.
Go grab a stick of linguine out of the box.
Absolutely. This is a Bill Nye the Science Guy moment. Where's the linguine?
It's in the cabinet where all the food is. I'll play a commercial while Guybo's grabbing that.
Teach, look, you have a lot of podcasts out there. I mean, look. You got your Joe Rogans, you got your Adam Carollas, but first and foremost, Rain Man and Guy Blow and the boys over at QSJ Radio provide solid entertainment. Go to QSJRadio.com and learn how to subscribe. Next on The Blitz.
How you doing, Guy Blow?
Got it.
Come on out when you're ready. We got a radio show to do. No, by the way, Rain Man is still sober. Been 7 weeks. Has had one sip of alcohol. I tried a sip of Grand Marnier in my soda. Not very good.
7 weeks is extremely impressive. The biggest thing that I'll be battling with is boredom. Are you setting world records in masturbation since you're not drinking?
One day.
You set the record?
One day I went pretty hard.
Like you almost scabbed up?
Well, a girl said, yeah, I want to come over and have sex. And I was like, I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, because the only
like
time
it's
she
the
would...
Super Bowl. I don't really want to.
Yeah, it's the Super Bowl.
She wanted to watch the Super Bowl, man.
I'm masturbating during commercials. You would just kind of really spoil my time.
Yo, this ain't working.
Yeah, it does work. Keep trying. And make sure you get the camera on that, bro.
I got it right on it, yeah.
This is just you got to remember Bill Nye started off on PBS doing shit like this. Rain Man and Guy Blow show started on Justin.tv. I'm thinking that Zippo's empty. I can smell the butane.
There's fucking flame.
Look, I failed science in college, but I passed chemistry in high school.
You can't see the flame?
I swear to God I can't. If it's not a blue Bunsen burner type flame, it's not anything.
You're an idiot.
What are you talking about?
There's flame.
Light it again. You got another lighter?
How about this?
All right, why he's looking for that, I'm going to tell you. The biggest shock moment during the Grammys was when I found out that Adele was white. For the
ugly.
For the entire existence that I thought of Adele, or when I would hear her music, I automatically envisioned a Tyler Perry character of Medea. Like
lighter fluid.
Like that type of black girl. I didn't even think that a white person was possible.
Why do you think she's so talented?
Because when you're that fat and white, you have to work your ass off at a certain skill set.
It's the same thing with girls with blowjobs. Fat girls are better because that's how they get guys to sleep with them.
Rain Man, one time I was on Facebook. It was about 3 years ago, maybe 4. Who's counting? And there was this fat broad on Facebook. She was extremely talented at taking pictures that you thought she was good looking.
Right, yeah, they all are. That's another quality that they have.
Because they're unbelievable photographers. Yeah, and they have incredible sleight of hand when it comes to where they stick the camera. So all the photos on Facebook that this broad took were at an angle way above her head, and they were facing down. So the only thing that I saw was her cute face and huge tits. So I'm like, oh, this is great. She hits me up on Facebook. I'm all about it. So I start talking to her for about 2 weeks. She gets hammered one night, hits me up, and goes, how about you come pick me up? I said, all right, yeah, sounds good. So I go to pick her up with the sole purpose to bang her. She's walking down her driveway. I shit you not. If you go to RainManGuyBlow.com and you click on the Justin TV link, Rain Man is a better-looking female than this chick that I had to have sex with.
Good-looking dude.
Because I was at the point of no return. Once you drive that far to pick her up, even if a pile of shit walks down the driveway, what could I do? Just drive off?
All right, so
What would you like? What am I going to do? Drive off?
once upon a time, probably same chick. Can you see the flame now? Once upon a time, probably same chick. Start talking to this chick on MySpace.
You think it was the same hooligan bitch?
Good-looking broad.
Yeah. Fucking chick's been playing camera tricks for years.
She drives over, says, I don't want to get out of my car. You want to come out and get me? I go, yeah, sure. So I go out to her truck. Tip number 1. She's driving a truck. This girl was massive. And, like, you know, I've banged some girls that were overweight.
She could have played D-line on your football team type massive?
No, I'm surprised she got out of her bed. Like, they do reports on girls like this on Maury.
Yo, so big she probably uses the scooters at Walmart.
Yo, I think this is working.
I told you.
It stinks, though. I'd rather use Justin Sider's unused business card. Smells like burnt pasta.
Yeah. All right. So the same hooligan, no
Yeah,
good,
same bitch
picture-taking broad.
So I guess that would work. But it stinks.
Stinks. Yeah. Yo, father's podcast underneath informational too there, producer. All right, so you picked this chick up.
No, I had her come to my apartment. So she goes,
Oh,
you gotta
so you
come.
had the heads up to go out and see her first,
She
right?
goes, come outside and walk me in. I don't want to walk in. You know, I want to make, like, you know, it was her first time meeting me too.
Bro, did you have roommates?
What?
Did you have roommates?
I always had a roommate. Yeah, that would have never stopped me though.
Was the grenade? I hate that term because it's Jersey Shore. Was
My hand fucking smells like campfire now.
was the D lineman looking broad
Yeah.
going to be walking by people that you knew?
Honest to God, I don't remember. She might have been.
Plays a big part.
I don't think she was because I feel like I called and invited people over afterward. So so I go outside and she's in a truck, and like I walk up to the side of the truck and she's like, so do you want me to come in? And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, you came all the way over here, you might as well come in.
How far? Like 20-minute drive, 20-minute commute?
Yeah, it was only like 20, 25. It was like April Park.
Not bad.
And I was in East Greenbush, and I'm like, yeah, you can come in. And she's like, well, are you sure you want me to come in? Like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I want you to come in. I told you to come over, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, am I what you expected?
Oh, because she knows she's a
She
no-good
knows that
hooligan,
she's a
tricky picture taker.
She's a cheater. She's cheating on the MySpace. She's taking, you know, she's probably, the pictures are probably like 3 years old, but she re-uploads them so they got a new date on them.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she's sitting there, and yeah, that works. And then she's sitting in,
Yeah.
sitting in the parking lot. And eventually, I'm like, yo, if you don't want to come in, just fucking go home.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, you can go home. That's fine. And then
I know your photos are photoshopped, fat bitch.
And then I went inside and got a girl from Oneonta to drive out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
And she gave up the butt sex. She loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
She drove an hour and 15 minutes for butt sex?
She's a keeper, but unfortunately she got kept by a Spanish dude, and he knocked her up, and now she's off limits.
Oh, he did the old trap baby?
Yeah.
He probably did the, I'll pull out.
He cheated on her. She left him.
Hold on a second.
We had sex for a while.
A Spanish guy cheated on his girlfriend?
Yeah, Jorge.
Wow.
His name was Jorge did.
A Spanish guy named Jorge wasn't faithful?
Yo,
This
actually,
is fucking
I
news to
wonder
me.
if he's related to Traffic. Because they have the same last name.
Dude, everyone has the same last name, Hernandez.
Yo, Jorge, or Traffic, if you have a family member named Jorge up in this area who's expecting soon, this story has been fabricated for radio. All right?
Shout out to everyone listening.
Got a sister named Rose.
Wow, this is just sounding more and more stereotypical Spanish.
Or
Let me
Rose,
guess.
it might have been Rosa. I don't know.
Let me guess. The Spanish chick named Rose has a tattoo on her tit. One of them.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen her.
Oh,
She's not that attractive. So I didn't bother looking at pictures.
she's got a tattoo on her tit.
But that's how this girl that I was banging met the dude, because they were best friends and met her brother. So you know me, dude. I'm not into the relationship stuff. So she's like, I want a
It's a
relationship.
lot of work.
I know. She's like, I want a relationship. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do that. And she tried and tried and tried. I said no. And then she's like, well, I gotta go find one. So she did like dating websites and stuff. And
Yep.
then she just always comes back because she knows, you know what? Maybe what we got isn't so bad. You just bang me and pretend like you care about me for a couple hours. Then I
Yeah.
go home and, you know, when you're ready again, I come back.
Yeah, and when I go home, I'll just sit in the shower for a long time and wash away my
Just-
filth
just
and
cry,
fucking
yeah.
guilt and dignity away. Hopefully the hot water will just rinse it down the drain.
You lay there like a vase with my legs open, just let the water overflow, clean myself out.
Of just the shameless
I always
acts
wonder
of-
how girls do that. Like, no lie, when I have sex and it's a girl that I'm like, ugh, why am I doing this? I fucking go to the bathroom and I scrub the shit out of my junk immediately.
I go to bed.
Well, see, it's always here. I don't go anywhere.
Oh.
I don't want to go to their place.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I like the home base. I don't want to go over
Home
there.
field advantage.
Yeah, I don't like going over there and wasting time. They come here, I go, yo, fucking it's a mess out here. Let's go in my room.
Oh my God! What are the microphones there? Can we go on?
No, we can't go in there. Shut up. You can only go on once a week.
Why not? Oh my God! My one girlfriend Tina's so funny. Hi, shut up, Tina. You're such a slut.
Yo, the one girl, I go to her apartment, she's like, let's go on air, let's go on air. I'm like, yo, bitch, you can't go on air. I'm at your apartment. Like, come on, let's do it. Let's go on air. Like, and like, you know, we could go on air. We could go on Stickcam at the time, or
Whoa, from your cell phone or something?
no, from her computer.
Oh yeah, if she's got a laptop with a
All you gotta
microphone.
All you gotta do is go on. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Well, we gotta go to your apartment. Yo, it's fucking midnight. I just got here. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah. Let's just get to the point of this entire travel.
God, so many mistakes. So many mistakes that never led to a mistake. That's, I guess.
Why was she on top? Gravity always works. I've been telling you that. Gravity
No.
and pulling out seriously works.
She was on the couch.
Maybe it's because you could never give birth on a Raymore.
She wasn't paying Ray more cash for that couch. She was older. Remember, she's the older one. We never told this story on air for specific reasons, but I'll drop details.
Maybe the person she bought it off from Craigslist had leftover spermicide on the couch.
I don't think her eggs hatch anymore.
Oh, shit!
I think they're all omelets.
Yo, you were slaying a menopausal broad?
I told you that.
Holy
She's
God.
not menopausal. She's like,
Bro, I didn't know she stopped ovulating.
she was like, she was like 41.
Yo, you know what? Yo, my only rule of thumb when it comes to slaying chicks, when she stops ovulating, I stop penetrating. That's it.
That's your rule?
Yeah, that's the only rule I live by.
I feel like that's the time, that sexual peak. There's no risk. The only thing you got to be worried about is an STD from the 60s or 70s, 80s, or today.
Well, I've never really been attracted to a broad that stopped ovulating. So I didn't get the chance. So I'm not throwing you under any type of, hey, man, I'm better than you type bus, because I didn't have the chance yet. You like, let me start hanging out some nursing homes, start spitting some game, you know? Hey, Mrs. Anderson, you need help with anything? I can help you out. And try to get some ass.
No, this girl's legit good looking.
Yeah. For real?
For shizzle. I'll show you pictures.
How about this? We'll fake turn the mics off, and you tell me the truth that she was really good looking. All right, ready, set, fake turn off.
No, she's good looking.
Wow.
I just got done saying I banged some big girls over. Like, she was one of the better looking girls in the past.
Dude, I just told you some chick had a no good hooligan trickster type photo that got me to pick her up, and I didn't even stop.
Did you lay pipe?
Yo, full blown laid pipe, and I'll tell you right now, the myth that
you banged your big girl?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The myth that fat chicks give great head, complete lie. She was terrible. She was absolutely awful. It was, there's sometimes when I have nightmares, I flash back to that night. And the best thing about it, though, is the way that I Jack Bowered my way out of it, the old 24 clock going, because at the time, my roommates were coming home, a.k.a. IT Greg and his soon-to-be fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that they were coming home. And I was like, there's no way they're going to see me fuck a chick that looks like she's the starting defensive lineman for the Giants. It's not going to happen.
Oh, you were nervous about the whole walk-in.
Yeah. I didn't want them seeing her.
Right.
So as soon as I was done, I laid down for a legit 15 minutes, because when I shoot out semen, I need that 15 minutes to go.
You need a little refresher period.
I need the 15 minutes to just, leave me alone, Susie, don't touch me.
Right.
And then after that, I shot right up, and I go, yo. She goes, what is it? I go, me and my dad are going ice fishing in like 30 minutes. And she goes, what do you mean ice fishing? It's like 40 degrees out. I go, we go up north every year during this time. It's just, it's a father-son type thing. I love the trip, and my dad's going to be here soon.
I always got to bang just like one fat girl before I go ice fishing. Just, to practice. Before I go up there.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, man, it's tradition. Me and my father have been fucking fat chicks and then going ice fishing for years, man. So, I hope you understand, but you have to get your, I don't know if that is a fucking canopy or your underwear, but just put that shit on and let's get out of here. So I got her to put her underoos on, whatever the hell they were, and I raced her back to the place, got back to my house, and thank God, because as I was walking into the garage, IT Greg was like 5 minutes behind me. So I safely got the wildebeest out before anyone else saw it. And I still, to this day, tell the story all the time, but nobody sees how really bad it was.
They're
awful.
Every girl.
Awful.
Every girl I've been with, I would do it again.
Yo,
the only
that's standards. I'm proud of you.
The only one that is questionable is the most recent one, and that's just because it's just too much.
Too much by like it's a mental strain.
Yeah, it's like just kind of like It's not as easy as like I can't just talk to her. She don't get it like the other ones get it. Like you think stringing her along for like 2 years, you think she'd get it. She don't get it.
She's not understanding the circumstances.
She don't understand what this is. She's like, "Oh, how's your brother?" I'm like, "I don't have a brother." She's like, "Yes, you do. You told me he's in the Air Force." Well, listen, you're not supposed to concentrate on those details because you're never gonna meet him. Well, I think that you should come out to play pool tonight. I'm not gonna do that. The only time I'm ever going to see you is when you come here, and it's going to be for 2 to 3 hours max, because you've already worn out your sleepover welcome. Because she pulled that trick on me when I gave her the old, well, I don't know, you can't stay over, though, because I got work early, and I'm tired, and blah, blah, blah. And so, and I just didn't want her in my apartment without me here. Some girls don't care. Her, didn't want her here alone.
No.
Because I feel there's something wrong with her mentally. Like, I think that she's got a screw missing.
Something wrong with her mentally besides the fact that she's a female? Like, something worse than that?
Yeah, there's something. Well, maybe it's part of the fact that she's a female. Like, I felt like she would be vindictive. Like, all right, yup, you banged me, and then that was it. And, like, I have this weird, like, I'm scared that she's going to, like, grab the condom and, like, squeeze the semen out inside of her or something like that. Like, I'm afraid she's trying to trap me. I won't use hers.
That's happened
I only
before.
use mine. I get nervous around her. I just don't want anything to do with it.
Do you supervise the condom flush just in case there's nothing tricky happening in the bathroom?
I
because she could.
I wrap it right up. I know, yo.
She
fuck
could
what
inject
I
it.
I bring the condoms to the bathroom and I squeeze the shit out down the toilet and then I wrap it up. And that's not a fucking lie.
Yeah.
And I don't do that. for
Bitch,
anyone
don't
else
go in the
but her.
bathroom. I don't need you fucking grabbing the residue in there. I know you, crazy bitch.
Know what you're up to.
Dude, I swear to
Yo, and
JC.
she's getting comfortable. She don't shave anymore.
Oh.
Last time, like, yup, this is going quick. First one
God.
done wins. You ready?
Yo, just don't let her start showing up unshowered.
Well, she tried pulling that.
Did you give her the yo bitch, you stink?
She tried giving me the, well, I'm going to come over after work, after she works a fucking 12-hour shift. And I was like...
On her feet? On her feet?
I don't, yeah, on her feet. Like, I don't think so. Like, I know it's, you know, what you do being a nurse and all is real good, but, like, you've been wiping ass for 12 hours. I don't want you anywhere near my dick, or my bed, or my couch.
Yo, just be straight to the point. To hit the showers, and I'll see you after that.
Like, I do the courtesy of showering, like, 5 minutes before you come over. Sometimes I'm in the shower as you walk in.
Wow,
I give
you're
you
a
the
nice
old,
guy.
I give you the old, doors unlocked, come on in. Because then, boom, I'm already in my underwear. Like, yo, let's just get in my room. I don't feel like putting clothes on. Why don't you just come in here?
You're a
I
nice
just
guy.
got out of the shower. It's too cold in the living room. Let's just come in my room. I got blankets.
Yeah, it's too cold in the living room, and since we don't know each other that well, there's no way I'm bringing the shrinkage package out there in the living room and get embarrassed. Just take the towels to the bedroom, and that's how it all starts for you.
You know what the worst part is? Like, I really, if I just applied myself a little bit, there's a nice girl out there.
Oh, there probably is.
You know?
But the thing is, though, Raymond F. Man, I'm telling you right now, son, there is. But it's a full-time job. Like, your alone time, where you have, like, the moment of zen when you sit on the couch, that shit's gone. That's out the window. Because once she comes home and she starts talking, you're immediately going to hear a bunch of work
No,
stories
she can't live here.
that you don't give a fuck about. You won't. You never will. You'll be, oh, my God. So, like, it was Jimmy's birthday last week. He showed up. I saw some Sharpies behind his ears. He forgot to clean himself, fucking party animal. Say, Beth, whatever your made-up girlfriend name is for the story, I don't give a fuck what Jimmy did during his birthday. And no, I understand the copy machine broke, and it was hilarious at the office. I should have been there. It's not funny to me. It's not. I can't deal with it.
Well, this is a good segue into a girl that I found to be extremely,
I like how this all started with Adele's white.
yeah, she is.
Yeah, Adele's white. Yeah, breaking news.
Yeah, just in case you weren't aware. All
Just
right.
in case if you were watching the Grammys with a blindfold on.
So for Christmas, my mother goes above and beyond every year. And I have to fucking tell her, don't buy me clothes. I buy myself clothes. I don't need clothes. If I need clothes, I will buy clothes. I don't want clothes.
Yeah.
So for Christmas this year, she bought me like three long sleeve T-shirts, a couple sweaters, and a button up.
It's your usual mom Christmas.
And I tried, but I couldn't stand them. I couldn't stand. She bought them all from Men's Warehouse.
Did you return them all?
No,
Oh.
I kept the long sleeve T-shirts as undershirts, and one sweater out of 3.
Officially at age 26, I stopped shopping for myself. There's nothing that I wear on a regular basis that I bought for myself.
Well, I tell her that I shop for myself. I have the closest thing to buying clothes for myself I get is like
The QSJ radio shirt you got from Traffic?
Yep, and I have a maroon T-shirt, football T-shirt that says Roll Tide that I got from my flag football team.
Perfect.
And that's it. Like the last piece of clothing I bought for myself was in 2006, and the only reason I know this is because I keep telling the story. I went to Buffalo and I bought a hooded sweatshirt from Foot Locker Outlet because I didn't bring a jacket to Buffalo with me during March Madness, and it was a big snowstorm.
Do you still own it?
Yeah, I wear it all the time. It's the one. It's right there, actually, hanging on the. That's it.
Probably haven't washed it in a good year.
No, I washed it like before Christmas.
Not bad. Not bad.
So, because when you start smoking cigars, you got to start washing your clothes more.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to buy me stuff. So she buys me shit from Men's Warehouse, and she's telling me a story. Oh, this girl, she was so cute. I was telling her all about you. She seemed so nice. Blah blah
God.
blah blah blah. She helped me pick everything out. She seemed like you two would really hit it off. She was laughing. I was telling her about your personality and your little radio show. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, Mom. I'm like, stop. I'm not going to meet her. I'm never going to talk to her. I have no interest in being set up by you. Last time my mother tried to set me up with somebody, I had already had banged the chick.
Nice.
Yes, and I was like,
did you show up in high fiber?
It's not going to work out, Mom. So, and then I texted the girl and told her. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But so I go to Men's
LOL.
Warehouse. I go to Men's Warehouse like a month later to return the shit. And I walk in, and there's this fucking girl behind the counter that is wearing these dress pants that make her ass just look phenomenal, obviously.
It's incredible.
I don't know how they do it, these dress pants people, with the thongs and the 2-inch heel.
Did you
But
notice?
It's like a perfect
Did you notice at the mall
ensemble
that every female is sexy in 2013?
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm going to get to that. I got to tell you about my mall story,
Let's
too.
proceed. Oh, trust me. I noticed it. I went to the mall Saturday as well. I can't believe how sexy every girl is. Men's Warehouse.
I'm at Men's Warehouse, and I see this girl that just looks amazing. She goes, do you need any help? I'm like, yeah, I do need help. Someone picked this sweatshirt out, and it doesn't fit. I don't like the zipper. Well, do you want a bigger size? No, ma'am. It's a 5X. It's way too big, and the zipper just doesn't work right.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's on the wrong side. I'm not interested in this sweatshirt. I want to get something else. I want to get same color, different sweatshirt, no zipper, size smaller.
Yep.
Boom. All right. Orders it up, and I'm talking to her. She goes, what's your name? I give her my name. She goes, oh, was it purchased under your name? I go, no, it's probably purchased under my mother's name. Give her my mom's name. She pulls it up. Oh.
Pammy F. Man.
Oh, Pammy. I helped Pammy pick these out. You must be John. I'm like, what do you mean I must be John? I just fucking gave you my name. My Raymond. I just gave you oh, we were talking about you. I'm like, listen, hot girl, I know what you're up to. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm returning this.
Trying to sell you shit.
And I know, it gets so much worse. So I go, I need this other size. So she takes it back, and she's ordering different stuff, and she's like, all right, you should be all set. And then something caught my eye while I'm sitting there, and it was like a hooded sweatshirt that only had a half zipper. And
it's not that bad.
And it was a dressier hooded sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I go, how much is that? Because it said $90 on it, but it was discounted.
Mm-hmm.
But it was discounted from $120 to $90. And she goes, do you like that? And I'm like, well,
maybe.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but like, how much is it? Like, I want the other one instead. I don't want you to stop the order on the other one. I want the other one, but how much is that one? She goes, I can get this to you for $56 and change. All right, fuck it. I'll pay that one cash right now.
Yeah.
I fucking whip out my wallet. Just took $500 out to pay my rent, and I slipped through my my wad.
That's cab money, girl.
Yeah. She goes, do you dress up at work at all? And I'm wearing like jeans and a hooded sweatshirt. And I'm just on my way home from work, and I'm like, I mean, I dress up about as nice as this stuff I'm buying because.
Yeah.
If I dressed up any more than that, everyone would be like, yo, who's that weird dude that dresses up at work?
And drive the cab.
Right. So, good call. And so, I'm like, this is pretty much it. She's like, well, if you ever want to buy clothes for going out, this is a good place to get clothes to go out. And I'm like, all right, listen, I'm going to buy this, okay?
Yeah.
And, like, she definitely just tricked me into buying it because she was extremely sexy. And so I'm talking to her, and she's like, oh, your mom was a pretty cool chick. And I'm like, you just called my mom a chick. And on and on and on. And I'm like, all right, can I have your card in case I need to, if I come back in here
they
again?
Have
or
cards
to pick it
at
up.
Men's Warehouse?
Yeah, because they get commission on what they sell.
That's why the shit's so overly priced.
So I get Sophia's card.
Wow, Sophia. Sophia sounds like a name of a broad that would have a squishy ass.
Yeah. So what do I do?
Did she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Amazing ass. So what do? I fucking go to flag football co-ed to watch some people play that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
The entire time I'm there, I'm on my phone looking up this girl's name because I got her card. Looking up her name on Facebook, trying to find her situation. Sure enough, boom, I find her.
Of course you did.
And her picture, she's with some fucking other Mexican-looking dude. She's She's like Brazilian, and like all her family, like you know how it says list your family, like so and so is your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your mama, your dada, your father.
She's got 19 brothers and sisters.
Yo, she does. She has a ridiculous amount of family, and they all live in Brazil,
Oh, wow.
and that's why this girl looks so put together. Or Portugal, maybe. Not Portugal. What's the one down south that's Argentina.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it is, Argentina. Yeah, so I sent her the old friend request.
Yes.
And but obviously, now she knew it was me. I have faith that she'd accept.
Yeah.
But seeing as how my name is Raymond F. Ann on the old book, and it's a fucking T-shirt, I didn't get the friendship acceptance.
It's a T-shirt with a microphone.
Disappointed.
Wow. Oh, did she hit the ignore button?
Well, there's
Or
two
is it just still marinating?
There's two things that these people do, and this is how you can check. And we'll check right now with you if you want. What you do is
it marinating?
What you do is you got to go on and see if it's marinated, because no one looks at it and goes, "All right, let's see." What did I say her name was? Sophia.
Sophia the squishy ass. Sophia squishy ass. What's crazy, though, and I wish we could do an out dial with Rain Man if we actually knew this girl and she wouldn't mind us being assholes, is that I got to let the squishy-ass women of the world know that, look, just because a thong reveals more butt cheek, it's not a better underroo for your cheeks. I'm telling you right now, when your ass is that nice, it looks better in almost full-back panties. I'm talking the regular stuff that you'd pick up at an American Eagle or maybe even an Abercrombie. Just not even designer thong underwears from Victoria's Secret. Just pick up your ordinary cotton ones. Because when your ass is that good, you make the underwear look that much better. It's a public service announcement.
So back to my excellent Facebook stalking. So I find this broad on here, right?
Yeah.
And I send her the old friend request. Now there's two. She hasn't accepted.
Okay.
Two things are going on. A, ignore.
Yeah. Or marinate.
Or B, she just doesn't check her Facebook.
It's marinating.
Right. But you know how I know it's not marinating?
How?
Profile picture change since I sent the request.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so that means she was on the book.
She's been on the book, took the time to ignore, moved on.
In her defense, I'll play Argentina advocate. She hands out a card at Men's Warehouse.
She's got all kinds of people doing the old lookup.
She deals with probably at least, no lie, I'm probably underestimating, 30 friend requests a week.
You think so?
Absolutely. Every dude going into Men's Warehouse is either married, engaged, or their mom went there and bought them gifts. All three of those demographic of people are going to Facebook stalk her because she's that hot.
Now, here's the funny thing. I didn't submit the friend request until like 7 o'clock in the morning, like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there thinking about it, like, I'm not going to be the guy that sends her the friend request, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm thinking to myself, not going to do it, not going to do it, not going to do it. And then I'm like, boom, fuck it, did it. And then just sent it.
You were contemplating sending it?
Well, yeah, because I was for the
Did you have the Jeopardy music being played while you're sending the friend request?
Well, because here's the thing: when you got this as your Facebook profile, she has no idea who I am.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I'm spam to most people. That's what they see. They see spam when they see my picture and the name. Because who the fuck's name is Rain Man?
You know who's an illustrious spam acceptor? Night Train Lane. And the reason I know this is because every good-looking broad who's spam, who then sends it to me, mutual friends. Oh, I wonder who. Night Train, Night Train, Night Train. Every single broad that has a profile pic of her tits hanging out.
Yo, he strikes me as the type of guy that goes onto a porn site, and then when a little Facebook chat window pops up that says, "Hi, I'm 19F Waterville, want to fuck tonight? Why are you ignoring me?" Blah, blah, blah. Like it's the fake Facebook chat window. He's the one that clicks it, and that's, boom, how they get him. And then all of a sudden, all his advertisements on Facebook, instead of being like cigarbids.com or lids because I bought a new hat, is fucking porn. It's just constant porn. And he's like, people you may know. Oh, this girl's got nice tits. Ad.
Yeah.
So Sophia's so she did the old ignore. So I have two choices.
You could send a message and say, "This is the guy that you met at Men's Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
This is my alias for very, very, very bad internet radio / podcasting."
Mm-hmm.
Or, womp, womp, womp. Which one are you going to do?
Well, see, now here's the thing. normally I would send it to her again or send a message or something like that. But she had to order my clothes. I'm going to pick them up on Friday after work.
Ooh, don't
So
press it then.
Right, don't want to press it before I see her again. Now, here's the thing. I'll be able to tell if she knows that person was me based on the way she interacts with me.
Absolutely.
Because she was very friendly, not flirty, friendly.
Yeah.
With me before. I'm an easy guy to get along with. Like I'm in there the whole time, completely miserable. She goes, you know, do you see anything you like? And I said something along the lines of, do you have any gym shorts or like sweatpants? Because like the sweatshirt I bought, like the brand was called Blue.
Okay.
But it wasn't a blue shirt, right?
Just Blue, the brand.
Right. But the shirt I wanted was blue. So I go, well, this is what I want. She goes, oh, you want blue? And I go, well, no, I mean this isn't blue, is it? I want actual blue. I want what I see here.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, the brand is blue. And the brand is blue. So then when she's talking to me, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I get like a pair of sweatpants or something here that have to say like blue on the ass, you know, because like all the girls have sweatpants that say pink. Like it was a joke, right? I just say with a completely straight face, you know, just me having a miserable time at a store shopping. And she started laughing, and, like, you know, she got it. She picked up my sense of humor. We had a nice little talk.
Exactly.
All right, so if it's like that.
And then did you go straight to Creeper? Hey, are you wearing pink panties?
I could tell. She's wearing peach.
Oh, you could tell?
The salmon.
Why? Was she the type of Spanish that thinks that this is a fashion statement? To hang your thong up above your dress pants?
No,
that's not fashion. That's trash.
When she did the old bend over to get something,
a
little bit snuck out on the side, not the back, the side.
The old creep. Yep.
I'll never forget it.
Peekaboo.
Yo, her dude's a lucky dude.
Did you do any research on him?
Well, here's the thing. Her shit is all unviewable.
Private.
Yeah. Because the reason I found out it was definitely her, because I can only see the one picture of her and the dude with her.
Yeah.
Is that my patent move, dude. So I click on the picture to see, you know, and it says like 2 people comment, 3 people like. And so I go, boom, same last name. Click on this. Click to see if they're public. They don't have any private. So I click to see if they're family.
Yep.
Where they're from.
Yep.
What did they graduate around? Now she's from Connecticut. So I know I got that going for me. I know that. So I'm like, oh, all these people are from Connecticut. She's from Connecticut. And because the picture didn't really look like she looked in person, she looked way better in person than she did in the picture. You know how I finally sealed the deal?
How?
Did the old Google search.
Yeah, the reverse image?
No, because I don't know how to do that.
Oh.
I did the regular Google search with her name. And you know what pops up on a lot of people that don't have good jobs?
Oh, not so flattering pictures?
No. This isn't a Google image search. This is a name search. We'll try it with her right now, and I'll tell you the name of the thing because I don't remember exactly what it is. But it's basically your online resume.
Your online resume?
Yeah, because people who are into fashion or go to school for business or stuff like that, they join this website called LinkedIn.
Oh, the LinkedIn. Yeah.
And what they do is they upload their website or their resume there, and that way people who are looking for, you know, someone in that field, they can go right on there and hire you. So, she's on Twitter too.
Does LinkedIn show up with photos?
She has some pictures here.
Because let's face it,
really sexy picture here.
If you're a fashion or a business person and you're trying to get a job on LinkedIn and you are a sexy broad, you should upload your photos. It's only going to help you. You would rather have Sophia, the squishy-ass girl from Argentina, at the front desk of Men's Warehouse rather than Guy Blotovsky, the 6-foot pale Ukrainian.
Mm-hmm.
You would rather have Sophia.
I would.
It just makes business sense.
You want to see a picture of her?
Absolutely, I do.
Come on over. This is her. She has 1 follower on Twitter. She hasn't tweeted since 2011. That's her.
Shit. She got another photo?
Yeah, talking to the mic.
She have another photo? Oh, because she doesn't tweet? Because people don't know this, but if you tweet photos, they stay there. And because broads that are that sexy usually don't have much sense when it comes to a computer, they don't know that. It's incredible. Yo, you know what? While we have this open, you know what's crazy?
So that's her.
Yeah.
That's all you can see right now.
If you go to google.com and just type in Rain Man, yo, it auto-completes you to go to Guy Blow Show.
Interesting.
Type in Rain Man. Oh, space it. Space. Type in Guy. G.
Failed.
Yeah, fail. U, Y.
It says Rain Man, Gucci Man.
Guy. Keep going. And there it is!
So after Rain Man Guy is typed in, then everything else pops up.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. And then if you type in Guy Blow, yo, look at the articles that are beating me in Google. This is the segment of the show we like to call Google Analytics. Do you have didn't we do production for this segment?
Guy blows himself up.
And then second one from Cosmo. Is it safe for me to blow into my girl's pussy?
How to give a blowjob. Oral sex techniques. It is okay for my guy to blow air into my vagina. Blow up guys. George Hung on Wikipedia. Girls,
Hold on.
how to give your guy a blowjob.
George Hung beat me. I was the fourth.
And now Guy Blow on Twitter. So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I moved all the way to number 6.
Yeah.
A week ago when I went to go do the suit thing, Greg was like, "Yo, have you guys ever Googled yourselves?" He goes, "You'll actually be amazed at how high you are on the Google search thing." He goes, "Yo, you're number 4 for the term Guy Blow, which actually is pretty high because think about what the internet is.
Yeah.
It's porn and fantasy sports.
Right.
That's it. Anything else falls into the little pie chart known as other. So I'm number 6 on a term that, gays. We love them.
Yeah.
Love them here.
God bless them.
We support them. In fact, I wish the third mic would be a gay guy that just laughed.
My father's gay.
Father's gay. My father's father was gay.
Right.
But if I'm number 6 on Google as Guy Space Blow, I'll take that. That's not that bad.
It's not bad.
Because I was talking to more people that know about analytics. Just because you may not have so many followers, let's just say if something's trending on Twitter and what you say makes it to a top tweet, now you occupy a space in the interwebs that would make it so the logarithm of the search engine shoots you higher. And Dinkelman's told me that a couple of retarded things that I wrote for trending stuff made it the top tweet. So because of stuff like that, you get shot up there. But, man, who's the cocksucker that beat me on the Wikipedia page?
George Hung.
Who the fuck is that?
A guy that blows up dolls. A blow-up doll. A George Hung blow-up doll.
See, it's tough to compete with porn.
It is.
They run the internet, bro.
Sex industry is a big industry. You know how I know Kara Cormie's having sex right now?
Because she's not on Justin.tv?
No, because her Spotify is on.
Oh, she's a bump and grind with music type girl?
She was picking up a friend from the airport. She was having a fly-in.
Wow.
And
kid, you had someone from Oneonta drive an hour and 15 minutes. She's got a guy taking the red eye.
From Florida.
Shout
out to everyone listening.
Yo, you thought you were a big deal. Yo, shout out to Kara Cormie. Shout out to Red Eyes. Shout out to dudes flying in from Florida to get
Can't wait
butt.
till she listens to this.
Oh, sorry about that. I got a text message from a number that I've never seen before. I thought it was Hazy. No, it's not. I texted him.
Who is
it?
And
he didn't hit me up. Oh, it's a guy in the wedding.
Oh.
That's why I don't have the fucking number saved.
Tell him to listen to the show.
You give him a tweet? Or give him a text?
Yeah. So if you want to contact me, this is where you can find me.
All right, hold on. This is called texting on air.
I got to learn how to use this Justin TV. Oh, yo, by the way, if you're sitting at home.
Yeah, we didn't even plug this fucking thing once.
If you are on QSJRadio.com right now listening live, throw your browser onto justin.tv. Do a search for Rain Man Guy Blow, one word, and watch us live, because we're on camera. Stickcam died, and we're here. So we got that going for us.
Hold on 1 second. This is almost ending the segment known as @guy_blow on Twitter tweets. Our text.
Yo, Stickcam was way better for the chat room experience.
All right, yeah, not too bad there. Yeah, so what was going on before when I was sending out the tweets? You know, I mean, I'm a one-man promo team hitting the tweets.
Mm-hmm.
I was plugging the QSJ radio Justin TV, thinking that we were just going to hop on that.
Yeah.
But then I realized that we are kind of our own brand.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but blacks don't like to share the Justin TV accounts.
Well,
They don't.
Traffic wants me to go on his account, but if I go on his account, then he can't watch. And I feel like we're false advertising on his account. And it's a new account anyway. He only had a couple people watching his.
Yeah.
And we were two of them. So I figured let's just get our own up and see how this works on ours.
Yeah.
And then if it's trash, we can do it on his.
Yeah. Let's give it like, I don't know, let's give it like 4 shows.
That's a pretty big number.
Yeah, it's like a month.
Big decision there.
Month of tweets.
Just threw out 4.
It wasn't really a random one. I wanted to go 3,
Yeah.
but then I realized that there's usually 4 weeks in a month.
So you decided to go. Yeah.
I went with a solid month.
Well, we missed the first one. So maybe we could go 3. The first show of the month we missed.
Yeah, we did.
It's up to you.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, we'll just keep hitting it up.
We'll probably never go on because he's never going to give me the username and password because he's lost in Venus.
Yeah, it's probably his password. Yeah, if anyone wants to know what we're talking about, go to RaymanGuyBlow.com. The Justin TV link is right there, so you can see our beautiful faces. But then after that, you click the Facebook link, and that's how you get to our like page. First, click like, and then head on over to the folks at QSJ Radio, and you should be able to see the artsy photograph of Traffic and his wife. I mean, maybe I don't know photo art, but that's even that's pushing the envelope for some Facebook photos. And I've seen the envelope pushed. You got to remember, I used to have sex on the reg with a Hooters bartender / hostess. Now, that's the type of girl where she spends her entire life just promoting the fact that she's guest bartending at some rundown shit bar in the capital region of Albany. So I've seen some photos. I mean, recently, she was just using a photo when she was dressed as an angel for Halloween. I think she purposely bought it 2 sizes too small because she just got her breast implants, and her tits were just popping right out of it. If she took one quick movement to the left or to the right, straight nipples hanging out. And I think when you got breast implants, they look big and round, like either like half the size of a salami or like the pre-packaged, pre-cut pepperoni type nipples too.
That's what they look like, the fake ones?
Yeah, it could pop right out. And does anyone else have that? Is that only in the capital region of New York, guest bartending?
Yeah, I think so, because that's the only way they can get people into the bar on a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Or a Monday.
Or a Monday.
I've had guest bartending events for Mondays or Tuesday. If you're going to a bar on Monday or Tuesday and you don't work for the service industry, you're probably a fucking loser.
This Thursday, February 14th, Taylor and Danielle guest bartending Valentine's Day at Legends on Pearl. Taylor Christine invited you. Declined.
Yep. See you later. You know, bartending and females that do that, your window, I hope that we have some female bartenders that download the podcast. Or maybe you've tuned into Justin.tv because you heard us on QSJRadio.com. Check out RaymanGuyBlow.com for the Justin.tv link. And maybe look at me eye to eye when I look into this camera. I'm going to give you some serious advice. If you are a beautiful female that bartends at a bar, I'm telling you right now, your window of opportunity is small. You need to hone in on a guy that has his shit together, and he can provide you health insurance, and he has retirement, dental, and eye, and he's moving forward. Because you're not going to be that good looking once you turn 28.
Yo, speaking of good looking, don't forget, go to RainmanGuyBlow.com. There is a like and share button right there on the page, Twitter. And Rainman and Guyblow can now be found on Pinterest. You can add us to your board. We are on Pinterest, ladies and gentlemen. The fuck? The producer?
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Pinterest. You know what will be under for
Yo,
categories?
niggas, follow me on Instagram. Rainman.
Yeah, I'm on Pinterest. I'm on the bad radio board. Follow us. All right. Because, ladies, I know you're making hand over fist and money right now at the bar because you're in between the ages of 21 to 25. But there's going to come that moment when you are on the verge of 28 and shit's going to go downhill quick.
Fast. You're going down.
You are going to no longer be comfortable looking naked. In fact, when you have sex with somebody, you're going to make them turn the lights off. In fact, when you have sex with somebody, you're going to refuse to go on top because gravity took over. Your boobs are no longer the best thing about you. In fact, once you take the bra off, they just kind of hang around all over the place looking sloppy as shit.
Sloppy titties.
Yeah. And you're just always going to be like, yeah, I'll be on the bottom. Hee, I know you like it. Hee, missionary. Ah. And then you won't even want to mirror in the bedroom anymore because you won't even be able to stand to see yourself while you're doing doggy style. Get your shit together, and I'm telling you right now, latch on to a guy who'll be able to support yourself, unless you're going to college. But I know none of you are because you think that the bartending shit will last forever. It's not. It's not going to. Because that's what I see here in the Capital Region. Maybe it's because there's not that many jobs around here in the Capital Region. You think that the only option they have is the 10 bar?
There's so many jobs if you just apply yourself. There's jobs out everywhere. All you got to do is go to the window and you're looking for a job.
Yeah. Fucking get your shit together, bitch!
He's looking for a job right now.
All right.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you stand out the window, got to be a job out there somewhere. But if it wasn't for Hooters, though, and MMA, there would be a pretty big population of people who wouldn't be able to get rich. Hooters made a lot of girls rich, and UFC did as well. UFC MMA.
I have a girl that I went to school with who all she did was capitalize on her look. She started out with a promoter with Bud Light.
Yep.
And parlayed that straight into being a ring girl for MMA events. And now she's dating an MMA guy, going all around the country.
Yeah, he's probably fighting in Thailand or something.
And I don't know where he fights, but she's doing all shows there. She's in Vegas like once a month. She was in Miami last week or 2 weeks ago. She's always somewhere. They just moved into this new apartment in Colony that's fucking gorgeous. She was throwing her pictures up there. And all this girl does is ring promote.
Yeah, like when she fills out her taxes for 2013, her occupation is just going to be hot. Yeah, she's just a hot broad.
She just walks around with cards. 1. 2.
Yeah.
3.
Yo, Jessica, how'd you get this house? I carried the 1, 9, and 12 card.
I bought a black bathing suit and carried numbers.
It's not too bad. Guys don't have that option.
No, she does look good.
Do you know a guy, famous, regular Joe, doesn't matter, across every spectrum possible, that could just make it being sexy? Because Channing Tatum can act, so don't even think him. Channing Tatum is a fantastic actor.
The only guy is that dude that was on the Calvin Klein underwear commercial during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's that? We playing a little Skrillex in the background, and he's doing that flex where he's almost like chopping wood, but he's not chopping shit.
That's what he did.
He's no better than Joe, the air drummer. He's just air chopping. That's all he's got. Were you able to reach out to Hazy?
No.
On that thing?
He didn't respond.
He wanted to talk about his Grammy snub.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's it. That's extremely unfortunate.
I have to wait till we restart the computer for next week.
Because Because the chances of this show ever getting their shit together to sell it to a syndicator is impossible. Finally, since I took Friday off, well, Friday we had NEMO happen here in the northeast of the United States of America. And Hoffman's Car Wash, shout out to the Latham Pub, shut down, did not go to work. So I took the time to start listening to last week's episode to put together what we wanted to use as a marketing packages for the syndication of the Rain Man and Guy Blow show. I started looking into prices, Rain Man.
Yeah.
Of how much it would cost to start doing this. We'd have to personally, between me and you, sell every single ad in the QSJ Radio magazine and then suck about 4 dicks just to be able to afford to send it to a syndicator.
Really?
It's like $4,000.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of money. And I can only imagine how it is. Like, well, what would they say? Well, here at WQQQQK7, where we have weather on the 9s, traffic on the 8s, fucking weather back on the 9s, traffic on the 8s, and sports every 3, 4, and 5. Like, I mean, what would they do?
And you
like,
can't even play us on syndicated.
There's absolutely not. I can't stop swearing.
All we talked about this episode was fucking fat girls and Facebook stalking. Like, think about that for a second.
What are you talking about?
I mean, sure, can everyone relate? Yeah, but why do they want to hear our stories?
What are you talking about? That's Grammy coverage to a T.
Like, later on, our big teaser now that Hazy's not around is that I'm going to tell a story about my annual trip to the mall.
Bro, and the thing is, though, I'm on the edge of my speaker waiting for that story.
Go to the mall once a year.
I went to the mall Saturday, too. Teaser. I'll have my story right after his. That's a teaser right there. So how do you think that will work? It would go like this. So Rain Man and Guy Blow show, what do you guys do? I guess it borders around the format of Seinfeld, show about nothing. We plug a Jew every 15 minutes. We play some unsigned artists. Since the interviews are mainly black, they schedule to not show up. My co-host is Native American, but he's committed. He's committed like marriage in the 50s.
Yep.
Our producer's based out of Iowa. Hopefully the syndication can come with some type of advertisement for him so he can stop going door to door to sell his wedding DJ business. Oh, and by the way, our main IT guy is Puerto Rican. He'd probably look at me and be like, Puerto Rican? We don't need a groundskeeper.
Yo, he knows a lot, too. I'm surprised at how good he is at this. And
Yeah.
after reading his article in the magazine, absolutely dumbfounded at how quick he took this thing off the ground.
Guys, he is good. Like, seriously. There's something about the genetic makeup of a Puerto Rican that just makes them a hard worker. Whether it be they're hanging outside of Lowe's waiting to get a job, or they're starting up a radio station. Fill in the whole entire top to bottom. It's a hard worker. Or he's posting photos of hand bra on his wife. You know? Sometimes you got time for that. Shout out to everyone listening.
Speaking of hand bra, do you want to do our segment reading?
No, let's do this.
What do you want to read today?
Well, this is how we have to do it for the remainder of our career during this QSJ Radio magazine. When you're reading an article written by a minority, it has to be to the back of John Mayer or a white person's music. And then when you're reading our articles, because we're the only white people at QSJ Radio, it's over black music.
All right.
That's why you get the yin and the yang.
I like it.
We're reading, but yet you're still hearing the opposite race's music. You get the best of both worlds. So you have the articles?
I have the magazine.
You realize that no one else in the world has this magazine right now.
You realize it was posted on Facebook, right? And all you had to do was click on it? Like, did you not read it?
No.
You fucking suck.
I didn't even know the magazine got launched, or I would have tweeted about it.
It launched, kid. That's me turning page 1.
Yo, go back to the cover. Can you describe to me in words the cover?
Very similar to the cover that was leaked out last month.
Okay, next page, please. How's that look?
We're at the table of contents right now. Page 6, Love Save the Radio. Page 10, Rayman CEO. Page 14, Military Musicians.
Do you go at the next page?
Well, what do you want me to flip to?
No, this next page. Go ahead.
We can't do this all day. Internet Explorer just stopped working.
What do you mean? You're not doing that on the internet. It sounds like you have the hard copy. I can hear it getting picked up in the mic.
You want Love Save the Radio, Rayman CEO, or Military Musicians?
I want Love Save the Radio. Still Lost in Venus. Shout out to everyone listening.
Oh, you can't actually flip to it by clicking. You gotta flip to page 6.
The physical copy.
All right, so how much of this do you want me to read?
Why? How many pages? Was it like a full page?
Multiple pages, yeah.
The fuck? Can you grab me?
My article's 4 pages. Because he's got pictures in there.
Holy shit.
Mixes it up, makes some things bigger, some smaller. It's a legit magazine.
I know it's a legit magazine.
I'm surprised you didn't fucking read it.
Bro, I didn't even know it launched. And I was stalking the internet all weekend, too. Yo, great magazine, though. It's a must-read. And you can get it at qsjradio.com.
Or you can follow Raymond F. Man on Facebook. It's on my timeline.
There you go.
And I'm sure the producer will throw it up on RaymanGuyBlow.com.
Absolutely. We need a link to the magazine up there. We need as many ways to access that magazine
Hazy
as possible.
couldn't be with us, maybe I'll play Hazy.
Wow. Like in memorandum?
Yeah. What it is. Chase your dream no matter what it is. Don't let nobody tell you no different.
Changed my mind.
Need you, boo.
We're going to play this for Traffic Light.
Still lost in Venus, boo. I posted a photo where I give you a hand bra tonight.
I got 6 kids.
And her belly looks like there's another one. In the world tonight. This show's affiliated with a Jew.
Love saved the radio to me. I was so close on letting it all go until I met Venus. After losing... Wow, nigger should have proofread. After losing connection to his wife in late 2010, Traffic was done with all the shows, music, even just talking to anyone about what's going on in the unsigned world. A place we all know Traffic Light was all into. You should have seen me. I was done, and I felt gone. No way did I feel like anything I was doing was correct. I had a real broken heart. Doing everything he can to try to end the pain, he started working out. The only reason I was home was to take care of my family. But the family I was referring to was not happy I was home. His wife was going through treatment for acute leukemia, and I just wanted her to get better. No matter what he tried, she had thoughts of her own. Her hero was not me anymore, so I just quit everything. State of the Art Movement was doing a show in Northern Connecticut, and I love going to G's shows. You never know who's going to show up or who was on their grind. He drove over 12,000 miles along the East and Midwest just to be known. That one day in the motorcycle bar in Connecticut was it.
Wow. Trying to do an internet radio show in a motorcycle bar? I don't even think those guys have smartphones. They probably don't even know what the internet is.
Venus had just responded to a Facebook invite. I just didn't think any of my friends were really paying attention to it. But she wanted to go. The thing is, Traffic Light only invited people to listen to the show. I haven't had anyone actually come with me since cameraman Tao Visions. So I said I'd pick her up. The ride led to great combos and affection that Traffic Light wasn't receiving since he came home to take care of his wife.
Yo, what's the over-under on shout out to everyone listening during that car ride?
0. He wasn't doing a show. It wasn't easy looking at another woman, but she saw me when at home I wasn't even getting yelled at. I just felt better about everything. The grind was at its peak. No longer did QSJ Radio have to go somewhere to get noticed. The show was getting invited to events ranging from unsigned to industry. Without her support, I don't think I could do all this. Being in the Navy for 12 years and responsible for many young soldiers, he found a way to separate the two. Of course it's hard, but legendary people have done the military thing and the celebrity life. You just have to have the support of what you love more. Referring to his children of 8, Traffic Light takes their lives more serious than his own. It is the best thing of this 4-way lifestyle, being a father of so many great people. After a year being with Venus, they lost a child together. The loss of Miracle is a story in its own. He believes that even though her death was dramatic, it was a blessing. She is here with us, so us know to keep faith, stay strong, and belong to each other. So we are asking, how is all this combined saving the radio? Well, it's just a story about Venus and Traffic Light. They started going to events together, which made Traffic Light more realistic. Her support guided him to learn more about the business, knowing what someone personal started to care about what he was doing.
Wow, that's good that you can seriously keep lifting the magazine up to the microphone and then turning the page so that you can pick it up. That's good, man. You are a pro's pro.
And that's it. Now we're on the CEO corner.
All right. Let's now read an excerpt from yours. By the way, if you want more of that story, which I know you're on the edge of your speaker or earbuds to, QSJRadio.com.
Yeah, you want me to read something here?
Yeah, buy yourself some ad space, too, if you own a business. I mean, what the fuck? Sherry's Berries did it. Why not Tiffany's Tiaras start selling some shit, too? Anything.
This is Rain Man. God blow.
Get 'em.
The start of the internet radio show. Guy Blow and I first met over the misfortunes of others losing small fortunes to us and spending all their hard-earned cash. This led to weekends and constant weeknights of partying, $50 Chinese orders, and delicious breakfast at local diner Don and Paul's. When we started doing radio, we literally were together every day for work, family functions, radio, and all in all just enjoyed each other's company. After a little over a year, a divide occurred where the focus of the show went from getting hammered and going on air to trying to actually do a show that other people would enjoy. It is important to note, a lot of people did like our show and what we originally started out as. 2 drunk morons who did radio for far too long on any single night and were just storytellers. There you go. There's the intro.
Yo, there's countless people who have multi-million-dollar careers, though, being storytellers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious. Like, if you can use words that make people be able to smell stuff that's not even in the room that they're in, or use words that make someone feel a sharp pain in their body that they didn't even get touched with, but because of the way you deliver a story, they can feel those things, that's a storyteller. Like if a guy goes back to the podcast and goes, wow, I felt how nasty that bitch that Guy Blow was that he fucked. Like I felt like I delivered it as a storyteller.
Yo, I felt like I smelled that stank pussy.
So there Guy Blow was. I
could
opened
feel
up
her
the
sloppy lips on my cock as Guy Blow was telling that story about the worst blowjob he got from a fat chick ever.
Yeah.
I know exactly what Rain Man's referring to when he gets out of the shower and his legs are cold, his feet's cold, and he just wants to go in his bedroom, cuddle up underneath the sheets with a broad he would never bring home for dinner.
Yeah, there's a guy out there that feels it. He knows what we're talking about. He knows that when I said, look, you're not going to want to go into a cold room from the shower with a girl that you barely know but your shrinkage hanging out.
Right.
He knows. He can match up the word shrinkage with a shriveled up cock. Poof.
He knows.
I drew the picture. He knows what it is. He sees it every morning when he gets out of the shower at 6 a.m. as he's going to lay brick somewhere for a career. He knows this. The QSJ Radio magazine's flying off the shelf, though, man. I did hear, rumor has it, and I quote from the traffic light, he's trying to get it in Barnes & Noble. Look, maybe we should proofread before we send it to Barnes & Noble.
I think that's not a bad idea. Thank God I did mine. Some of my favorite memories of our show was doing our infamous like-a-thons on social crime, where we would simply go on air around midnight and stay on until 10 new people went to our Facebook fan page and hit the like button. These people would get so pissed we hijacked their stand-up comedy, they would send in hate emails and post degrading comments, which we loved. However, this all changed when At the Film Stage started becoming a regular guest.
Yep.
Jordan would come on and discuss all the latest movies and some yet to come out and review them for our audience. This prompted one of our biggest fans who listened to our show on a regular basis to give us an offer we simply couldn't refuse. The producer became a personality on the show by giving away 50 Fandango bucks to any caller who could properly answer a trivia question or whatever the fuck myself and Guy Blow wanted to do for a contest that week. This was a big deal to us because in the past we tried to give away SUNY Albany women's basketball tickets.
Flagship station.
And I still have all but 4 of the tickets from last season. But surely people would try to win free movie tickets, right?
I hope. Oh, wow,
Wrong.
nice job. Lift the magazine up again.
Wrong.
Yo, we couldn't give shit away.
We couldn't.
We were on a stand-up comedy website trying to give away a signed Jim Florentine DVD/CD combination. Not one. Not even one. In fact, the only person that was an everyday caller, an every show caller during socialcrime.com was our mentally handicapped kid, the Make-A-Wish. Remember that kid? Yay, Dad! I'm listening to Rayman Guy Blow!
Listen to Social Crime Radio.
Dad! Rayman Guy Blow show's on! Yeah. You know, we joke around about it, but the thing is, though, Rain Man, after I'm done saying this, I'm going to go back to being an asshole. I hate being serious on this thing. That stroked my ego to no other. Because it's like, here it is, a guy, or I'm sorry, not even a guy. It was a group of people that I didn't even know.
A family with retardation.
Yeah, a family. A family that suffered a mental handicap that was legitimately.
It was like a whole high school, like a whole BOCES school.
Yeah.
Listen to us.
They were waiting around their speakers for the Rain Man and Guy Blow show to go live. I was like, what the fuck? Are we really, like, is our demographic black, unemployed, and retarded?
Speaking of retarded, the producer created RainmanGuyBlow.com and set up an email for people to submit inquiries to try and win prizes, which lasted for about 4 weeks until we realized the same 5 people were the only people who would try and win them.
Yep.
We realized how few listeners were actually on our network and that the show needed change. The producer is the only reason the show is still in existence today.
Absolutely.
After buying us new microphones and headphones and insisting on a new format, which included weekly meetings prior to the show to try and organize segments in an itinerary for what we were going to do that week, we again got excited about radio, and not long after, Traffic Light wanted us on his network, demanding 2 shows a week. This was the beginning of an incredibly successful merger, and I'm very proud of the work we do to this station today. Make sure to tune in every Tuesday at 7 to listen to the Rayman and Guy Blow show. We are live on stickcam.com. Well, that's got to be changed.
Justin.tv.
We have a phone line and love feedback. We also are interactive on Twitter during the show and throughout the week. And if you have listened and don't like us, then fuck you.
Exactly. It's always good to end an article with a go fuck yourself. Man, consummate pro. Just lifts the magazine up so we can pick that sound effect up right on the microphone.
Do you want your little Guy Blow rant?
Yeah, let's tear this up.
Next to you, you actually have an ad for Spare Coders.
And if you
Full
want,
page ad.
if you want your ad next to the next @Guy_Blow column on QSJ Radio Magazine, check out QSJRadio.com. Top right, submit a magazine, and make sure you put me down as a referral. Because if you use my name as a referral, I promise you a live read for the entire month that your ad is on QSJ Radio Magazine.
Guy Blow rants. QSJ Radio E-Magazine official launch issue. Incredible. The biggest thing that happened in literature since Dr. Seuss. Rayman and Guy Blow show will be offering a service to those who can't read the magazine. Literacy is not a joking matter, so we'll do a 15-minute bit about it each episode. Entire month of February, on Rayman and Guy Blow show, we will read a portion of the magazine per an episode. Literature combined with audio infotainment. The kids these days call it audiobooks. Native Americans obviously get along with Puerto Ricans better than Ukrainians because Rayman earned the CEO title for kickoff issue. Meanwhile, back at the QSJ Radio studio, I had to suck a bag of cocks just to get on the cover. QSJ Radio is home of the unsigned artists, and the RMGB show is offering a medium for artists to be heard via interesting, informative, and entertaining interviews. We welcome unsigned artists of all kinds. For example, strippers, rappers, singers, painters, anything creative. Looking forward to this being the first of thousands of articles written for QSJ Radio E-Magazine, Wish the whole staff and unsigned artists involved with QSJ Radio wild success. Interviewee wanted. Let me know. @guy_blow.
Poof. Damn.
And then we got the artists to look out for.
Yo, let's hear these artists to look out for.
We got to save something for next week, no? You want them?
Oh, no, yeah, it's true. No, you're right. Yeah, we have to. Yo, we give back to the community. Because this magazine is not only on the internet. It's not only going to be a physical magazine that you can get. But if you can't read, you just listen to the Rain Man and Guy Blow show every Tuesday and we'll read it to you.
Yeah, we'll read it for you guys.
Yeah. @guy_blow. If you don't want me to read the whole magazine throughout the course of February, let me know your favorite article. Just cite the page. And if your literacy is so bad that you can't even tell me the page, have your mom look at it. And let her sound out the number. You send it to me in a tweet, and we'll read that out loud for you.
Bingo.
Man, we're good people. I mean, think about it. During the inception of the show, we even had a Make-A-Wish kid in studio.
Yo, did you know that today's the State of the Union address, too?
Yeah, it is.
That should be awfully quick. It sucks.
I promised change in 2008. You're taking home less money than you did in 2008. Shit got worse.
Yo, you want to play a game called How Much Taxes Did Rain Man Pay This Year? How much did Rain Man pay last year?
Let's
and
do it.
how much less was his refund?
Let's do this. You know, when Rain Man told me how much taxes he paid, I asked him if Barack Obama sent a picture of the kid that he adopted in an inner city. Because the amount of taxes that you paid while working for Raymond F. Mann, QSJ Radio Taxi Cab Services, they should at least send you a picture of Jamal, Tyrone, Shiniqua, and whoever else that you put through school. I wish I got some of this money. Imagine if everybody was financially responsible for themselves. That means all this state income tax that we paid into, it would actually go to something meaningful, like the roads, the bridges, the infrastructure. Instead, we pay into dead-end government programs that don't help anybody out. It just makes you dependent on a government stipend that once you become comfortable with grabbing that money every month or bi-weekly, you're never going to get off it. You're never going to prosper in life, because why would you?
So Rain Man made $39,984.
Driving cab.
Driving cab.
In 2011.
Yep.
2012, you upgraded to the Escalades, and I believe you are putting in a couple more people via...
2012, I got a raise.
Yeah. Well, because you...
Made more money.
Hold more people in the cab now.
Right. Hypothetically, made more money.
Yeah.
With my raise, Rain Man made $39,197. That's a net loss of $700. Nigga, I got a raise.
Yeah, and you didn't even factor in the fact that health insurance went up. So the amount that you're taking home dramatically took a dive. And the payroll tax cut, that all you unemployed people are reminding me that, hey, Guy Blow, the payroll tax didn't go up. The payroll tax break just expired. Well, Mr. Unemployed Guy, I was getting quite comfortable receiving an extra $75 a paycheck. Now I have to throw it into the endless abyss of government programs that aren't helping us in the long run whatsoever. You're putting a Band-Aid on motivation. That's the only thing that a government program does. You're temporarily stopping the bleeding. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, and you're not going to do anything to get ahead in life. But here's $800 so you and the 6 other kids that your dad's not paying child support for, because, by the way, he's locked up. And when you're in jail, you work for IKEA. And the only way that you'll get money is by putting together furniture for that company. And BT Dubs, that pays about 10 cents an hour. That's not going to pay for the child support of the 6 kids that they left behind. So let's start having financial responsibility for ourselves and the family that we create. And maybe, just maybe, we'll start taking home more money as we get raises in life. It's a fucking joke.
I got a raise and I made $700 less.
You didn't even factor in health insurance. I know for
the health insurance only went up the last paycheck.
Let me tell you something that you'll never hear, Rain Man.
Tell me, guy.
Oh my God, this year health insurance went down. Not going to happen.
No, you know when you did hear that? When Bush was in office, he gave us a cut. It went from 4% to 2% or something like that.
Yeah, because he made people have to work to get it for themselves.
And then Obama brought it back up to 6%. Or that was Social Security or something like that, whatever it was.
Because what in your right mind makes you think, as a human being of the United States of America, when you were born, that you are entitled to health insurance? What happened that I missed that gave this large group of people this self-entitlement that just because they are breathing, they deserve health insurance?
You know that 66% of bankruptcies are caused by medical bills?
Oh, I definitely do believe that.
I heard that on the radio last night.
I definitely believe that. It's a joke. Even if you don't get
Terrestrial radio, I heard that on. So you know it's real.
Yeah, because the FCC runs it. Yo, I'd love to see the meeting. Raymond F. Mann and Guy Blotowski meet with the FCC people. I've noticed that the African American bashing's at an all-time high. You're actually in the top 5 percentile.
I tried to put the heat on the Jews.
Yeah, and by the way, the live read of the, I don't know, some Jewish show that you guys support, is there any way you can make it less anti-Semitic? Or, I'm sorry, anti-Semitic?
Well, I mean, I would, but then it wouldn't be funny. It would just be sucking dick to try and get to the top like every other person on radio.
I know, terrestrial radio is it's bombed out and depleted. I mean, has the capital region has no culture. As far as terrestrial radio goes, all the way down to a restaurant. There's no other place on the planet other than Staten Island that a road like Wolf Road would exist. It's just a complete street of chain restaurants, and everybody in this area thinks that the Olive Garden is a top-notch restaurant.
You know what they were talking about on the radio this morning as I was driving into work at 6:30?
Let me guess. You heard them play Gangnam Style.
No, talk radio. Talk radio.
They were probably recapping the Super Bowl because they're a couple weeks too late.
No, they were discussing bad online dating experiences. Meaning you meet somebody online, you talk to them.
I hate to admit this, but I was listening to the same thing.
Were you?
Yeah. And they were talking about, oh my God, I weigh like 125 pounds as a female. Am I like lying if I put 120?
Well, no, they were. This
That
was
one?
in the. Well, yeah, same thing. But what they were doing was they were talking about how people post pictures that are not really themselves, and then they go to meet the person, and they're like, "Wow, this is not who I expected."
Oh, that type of bad.
Right. And they're telling like good stuff. It was Fly 92. So you were probably listening to the same
Listen to
thing.
the same exact thing.
Just 2 hours later, because you're lazy fuck. So when I was going in at 6:30, that's what they were talking about.
Yo, Hoffman's not open till 9.
Like, but you know why they were talking about it? They were talking about the whole Manti Te'o thing. That was weeks ago.
That
3
happened
weeks ago.
in December.
That was before the Super Bowl.
And it just hit terrestrial radio.
Yep.
Because you realize that in order to be a program director in Albany, which, by the way, is not even a good paying position, that means you wanted to be in broadcast. Somebody told you that you were creative.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told you, man, you have the talent and the vision to put together an incredible terrestrial radio station. Why don't you pursue it? And the only place that he could get a job is here in Albany, New York. Because if you went to California, Chicago, or Philadelphia as a program director, and you went to your morning show and you go, guys, got an excellent bit for us to do today. Let's cover the Manti Te'o story 2 months after it broke. Man, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, the only way it makes sense is if you look at it and you go, well, everyone's crushing this topic, so we'll just wait until everyone is not immune to it anymore, and then we'll revisit it with a new, fresh take.
Yeah, nice angle.
Yeah.
Fresh one. Yeah. Such trash.
Like, if you're on a dating website, isn't that shit supposed to filter out? Like, the whole point of a dating website is to be honest about yourself and get the person that you want. Not to lie about yourself and get what you want.
Yeah.
So why do people bother with that?
I've had the experience of 2 dating websites in Guy Blotovsky's illustrious online dating career.
Mm-hmm.
I was on meetblackpeople.com for a record 15 minutes. Because once customer service realized I was white, they denied my account. So that only lasted 15 minutes. But I've actually stumbled over to the world of Match.com.
Yeah.
And if you read my profile, it's brutally honest. Like, to the point where if someone read that, they go, there's no fucking way I'm talking. What? This guy has pictures in his profile talking into a microphone with Raymond F. Mann?
Am I on your profile?
You can't see it because I didn't want to include you in it because I didn't get your permission.
Right, yeah.
But in the one photo, you're right next to me.
Really?
Yeah, we're on mic during that other studio that we were in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's one there. And then there's me on microphone as I'm sitting in the old spot of QSJ Radio Studio.
Oh, the infamous shot.
The infamous shot. Because I'm flat out honest in the profile. Going, look.
Have you met anyone from this shop?
I'm not only outgoing, but I'm borderline over the top eccentric. Like, you won't even know what the fuck hit you. Like, you're not even going to know.
Have you met anyone via Match.com yet?
At least 10. But
face-to-face meets?
Not face-to-face meets. Here's the but. As I start talking to these people, because I was born in 1987 and I'm not a 90s baby, I have a very tough time connecting to the person other than, hey, what's up? I'm Guy Blotovsky. Nice. What do you do? How was your day? What's up? Anything past quote-unquote small talk to what the fuck are you doing via online dating, I have a very tough time connecting. It's like, I don't even know this person. It's like, everything they're telling me could just be smoke up my ass. Like, you read some profiles.
Have you ever thought of maybe meeting people closer to your age?
Well, yeah, the people that hit me up are in between the age of 26 and 29. I don't even want that anymore.
You just want the youngins?
Yeah. Bro, if it's not 21, 22, or 23, it's really not even worth dating.
You got to get yourself to a bar, my friend.
Because the maturity level of a 20-year-old female is probably the same level as my maturity level. So that way we're
so that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, we're even kilter.
Maybe if it's 20-year-old looking for love, though, on Match.com, then you're barking up the wrong tree.
It's not really looking for love, Raymond F. Man. It's just that, the disconnect of, I don't even know how you really get to meet someone just sending messages and then exchanging cell phone numbers and just text messages. Like, I don't even know you. And then it gets to a point where it's like, all right, Monday through Thursday, we have radio shit to do. Then Friday comes along, I was like, oh yeah, I'll meet you out for a drink. And then some people are like, well, I didn't get a chance to meet you that well. And it's like, I don't want to spend weeks and weeks texting back and forth because I'm going to be brutally honest. If I'm not sexually attracted to you, it's never going to work.
So do you deny a lot of people based on picture?
100%. Because this is the way I look at it. Match.com is the supermarket of pussy.
Right.
And if I'm going to the supermarket looking for fresh romaines, why am I going to have 2-day-old romaines? I'm at a supermarket.
Or iceberg lettuce might be the...
Why am I going to go for iceberg lettuce?
Right,
it's practically water.
Right. You're looking for romaine.
I'm looking for fresh romaine.
Hearts of romaine.
Not even that pre-bagged shit.
No.
I'm looking for the romaine that has the water, spritz it every 4 hours in the supermarket. That's what I want.
That's true.
And what I mean by the romaine is that if I'm looking through your photos, if I see a photo of your pet, denied. I don't give a fuck about your pet. Honestly, I don't.
I like it.
And there's no reason you should have your pet included in your profile photo. Another one. If I'm reading the first paragraph of your About Me and it says your dog, your cat, or whatever's your life, denied. Not dealing with it. You're fucking crazy. Shouldn't be talking to your pet, okay? There's other people out there that you can meet on an intellectual level that can conversate with you, not your pet. Maybe once in a while if you want to kid around and be like, hey, Guy Blow, check this out. I can make my dog do this. Hey, T-Rex, fetch. And you throw it? Okay, that's fine. Another one is, you fooled me 4 years ago. I'll never let you fool me again. I won't talk to anyone that takes pictures at an angle where I can't see their gut. Because you fooled me 4 years ago. Shame on me.
Yeah.
You fool me presently after I've already been fooled.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on Guy Blow.
Yeah, so I'm not letting that shit go twice. If there's not a photo in the Rolodex of your profile that lets me check out your tits to gut ratio, denied. Because there's a huge difference between being big-breasted and having turts. If you're big-breasted, it just means that your tits are the same size as your gut. But having nice turts, that means they're sticking out because you're in shape. Now you're in there. And then the other one, top all, be all, end all. If I see a photo of you running in some type of marathon or obstacle course, not talking to you. Denied.
Really?
Those type of people are fucking weird.
You don't like fit people.
No. You shouldn't be paying.
I get advertisements all the time on my Facebook for Tough Mudder, and you're one of the people that like it.
You shouldn't be.
You false advertise.
I also hit the like button.
Yeah.
What? So everything I do on Facebook is the Bible?
Well, that's important.
Yeah, no, it's not. So that's why my name's not even my name on Facebook.
No.
That's my checklist.
Another debate for another time.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fucking story. But that's my checklist when I go through there. And what I've done this. I do this about once every fortnight.
All right.
I'll look through the search function, and I'll purposely just do photos only, and I'll only browse the black chicks. Because they kicked me off blackpeoplemeet.com, so I might as well just turn my Match.com profile into a meet black people meet.
So you haven't met anyone in person from this thing?
Have I? No.
Really?
No.
What a waste of money.
Yeah. I got it for a Groupon, though. Because that's how cheap I am. You got to remember.
It was free?
I do internet radio, not Sirius radio.
All right, so...
It was greater than 50% off.
So next question.
If you wait till a Groupon hits, you can get one.
I'm not going to get one because I already said I never would. So now I'm kind of stuck to that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're the type of guy that would want to dabble in the Christian Mingle world.
Right, because I want a good girl.
Good. Stop, dude.
Here's the thing.
Good girl.
Here's the thing, and I thought about this.
Fucking
the
Christian
reason I will
church has
never
been
go
raping
on,
boys for
centuries.
centuries.
How many women do you recognize on there from your regular life?
Yo, 3.
Only 3.
Only 3, and that's weird that you brought that up because I was thinking about that to myself while I was on the shitter when I came home from Hoffman's today. I was like, bro, I've only browsed through 3 broads that I've known. Like, I legit know.
That's pretty impressive. Do you think there's a lot of turnover on there, though?
A ton.
Because I know that there's a lot of people that we've talked about that were like, yo, you know how she's on a dating website? Because she keeps adding new random people that she doesn't have friends in common with.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, because my name is Guy Blotowski on Match.com, but my Facebook name is Guy Blow, I don't get that. Because I guarantee you, if I use my real name,
They'd add you on the Facebook?
they would add me on the book. But because I'm incognito on the book, can't find me.
I like it.
So it leaves them, and I'm up front. Like, if I look through the things, I'm like, okay, man, it's 50-50. She has a decent shot there, but the fucking photo's in black and white. And I know the chick that made the software, Adobe Photoshop, she was from a fat family. Because she's like, I need to design something to help us out.
All right, she's got tricks.
Yeah, she's got tricks. So what I do is I just straight up say, send me photos on the thing. Oh, right on my phone. As soon as I get, because Raymond, I told you I'm not playing games. When you're at a grocery store, you're getting fresh romaines. I'm not on Match.com looking for the scraps.
What about if you really need to make a salad and you're like, well, whatever will do?
If I really need to make a salad, you just go down to the student ghetto bars and pull out any broad there.
Well, that's the reason I won't go on, because I don't want to see people I know on there.
You probably more than me, because the females that I used to hang out with are all bar whores. And bar whores they don't go on online dating websites because a bar whore is just going to go back to her job at the bar or a restaurant and she's just going to meet the next cook, the next server, the next dude who walks in with a snapback and a tattoo on his neck. She's gonna fill in the love with that.
The next guy with a 3-week-old steroid regimen.
Yeah, next guy with a steroid regimen and a snapback. She's in. That's it. Because that's what a bar whore does. So, but you don't know that type of lengthy amount of bar whores. So you would probably have it where, like, you know, we had millionaires. I'm sorry. We had Rain Man's Conscience on the show. Maybe you knew some of G-String's friends.
Gotcha.
Maybe they're on there. Maybe you're like, you know what? I want to dabble in the 30 to 35-year-old world in this thing. Ooh. Now you start knowing people because, hell, you might even have picked them up at cab.
Wow. Good thinking.
Yeah, so it would be different for you. Because I'm trying to use the thing just to find young skanks that you could somehow mold into a
I think
girlfriend.
you're using the wrong thing for that, though. Isn't that Zeusk? Or Plenty of Fish in the Sea?
Well, I tried plenty of bad internet radio shows in the sea.com. Wasn't too many females. I don't know what Zeusk is.
Zeusk is like the Facebook one.
I think ultimately, if you're looking just to bag complete skanks, it would be Christian Mingle. That would be your go-to.
How would it be Christian Mingle? Those are the women that are ready to settle down and not have sex till you're married.
Yo, the Pope stepped down from his position because he can't sleep at night at the fact that how many innocent boys got raped because of the power of the Christian church.
Right, because the girls won't put out until they're married.
Well, stop. That's what they tell their grandparents.
All right, so last Thursday.
Are there phone numbers on Christian Mingle if you go on there right now? Let's do a random out dial.
Remember I tried Christian Mingle, I went on there, and it made me put a whole bunch of information in before I could browse, and I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing it.
So we couldn't pull up a random number?
No.
Because we could just ask them. Say, hey, you got a Christian Mingle profile? Okay. It's the Rain Man and Guy Blow Show on QSJRadio.com.
Can't out dial anyway.
Fuck.
Not today.
Man.
I guess it's a good time to tell my story.
Yeah.
So I go to the mall. It's last Friday.
How was the weather?
It was 2 Fridays ago. I get out of work, go to the local Stewart's, fill up on gasoline, and then I go, fuck it. I got nothing to do. I'm going to the mall.
Yeah.
And I go to the mall for 2 purposes. One, to return fucking shoes my mom bought me for Christmas that didn't fit.
The worst.
And 2, to buy a hat because my brother bought me a hat that didn't fit. So here I go, wrapping it now. Air Force, fitted. All right. Go to DSW. Now, of course, what I do, because I never fucking go to the mall, I park on the complete wrong side of the mall. The complete opposite. Where the movie theater is, I park. DSW is on the other opposite end of the mall.
Yeah, it is.
So I got to walk through the whole fucking mall. So on my way to DSW, I walk by this place called Deja Vu Soap. And there's this tiny little girl, couldn't have weighed 80 pounds. Hey, do you have time for me to ask you a question? I go, no. And she goes, seriously? I go, no, really, I don't. I'll catch you on the way back. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, no, I'm not going to fucking stop on the way back.
No, absolutely not.
I go to DSW to return the shoes. I'm like, hey, how can I help you? I go, yeah, I don't like these shoes. I'm bringing them back. Mom got them for me for Christmas. She tried, didn't work out. All right, well, did you want to browse for something else? Not really. But I'll browse just to make you feel better. So I walk down the aisle for men's casual.
Yeah.
Walk back the other way, looking at the shoes, and go, nah, I don't see anything I like. I think I'm just going to return them and get the money.
Yeah.
Well, she used the $20 coupon, so you're going to lose $20 off the price of the shoe. Do you want to try and find something that costs $20? I'm looking around. I go, can you point me to your socks?
Because you always need fresh socks when you're getting fresh shoes.
Right. So she points me to the socks. As I walk over to the socks, I see an umbrella, and I need an umbrella.
Wow.
So I buy a $20 umbrella from DSW. Cost $22, so I had to pay $2 of my own money for the tax. Right. Then I get a gift card for the price of the shoes because it's more than 60 days since she bought them, so I can't get cash. I only get store credit.
Yeah.
So eventually I got to buy fucking shoes.
Probably be relatively soon. Spring's coming. You're gonna need some fresh ticks. You don't want to look like a piece of shit once the weather starts getting nice.
True story. So, as I'm walking back, I'm walking by on the opposite end of the mall now because I always stay to the right. I'm just a good walker.
Yeah.
I'm walking behind this Deja Vu stand.
Going with traffic.
I see the 80-pound broad, and I go, fuck it. I'm going to stop. She didn't think I was going to stop. And I walk up and I go, all right, I'll give you one question.
You walk up, boo!
No, I go, I'll give you one question. And the guy is standing there, tall, awkward-looking dude, goes, oh, how can I help you? I go,
Probably
you
in a
can't.
band.
I go, you can't. I'm here to talk to the girl. She stopped me on the way back, and she go, oh, you actually came back. I go, I fucking told you I'd come back. You didn't think I was going to come back? And I go, all right, you said you have one question. What's your question? And she goes, when's the last time you washed your hands? And I go, in my head, I'm thinking, all right, how do I answer this question? Because the last time I washed my hands was when I got home from work. I took a shit and washed my hands, and then I left.
Yeah. Yeah, people who don't wash their hands after the bathroom, you're gross. Straighten up your hygiene. Wash your hands.
So since I go to the mall once a year, the words that come out of my mouth are, well, after work I went home and had a bowel movement and I washed my hands.
You're honest.
I said I used the restroom and washed my hands. And then I came here. And she goes, so how often do you wash your hands? I said one question. And she goes, well, just put your hands out like this. So I put my hands out like this in front of me, like I'm holding a book or a baby or something like that.
Yeah, like you got Simba in your hand.
And she pours some fucking salt in my hands. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm putting salt in your hands. I don't want salt in my hands. She goes, well, it's diamonds. And she goes, put your hands over the bowl and just rub your hands together like you're washing your hands. Now, I have my coat in my hand, or my coat on. I got my freshly purchased umbrella in my DSW bag under my arm. And I'm like, all right. So I'm like rubbing them together, and she starts like spritzing my hands with water. And she starts going through her sales pitch, and I'm like, all right, I'll let this broad get some practice.
Yeah.
So she's like, this salt is from the Dead Sea. You heard of the Dead Sea, blah, blah, blah. And what it does is it gets in the cracks and crevices of your skin, gets them real clean, and blah, blah, blah. And she's spraying and spraying and spraying. And she's kind of like talking to me, flirting with me, and I'm just giving it to her right back.
Yeah.
Telling her, you know, whatever she wants to hear. And I'm being just brutally rude honest about what's going on. And she's going on and on and on. And she goes, all right, now look in the bowl. And I look in the bowl, and she goes, see all the dirt in the bowl? I go, your bowl was dirty. I go, I just washed my hands. And she goes, no, that's all from when you last washed your hands to when you just washed your hands now with me. I go, that's not right. That's not true. Do it again. So she cleans the bowl out, does it again. So now I'm here for like 8 minutes.
Wow, you tried telling her that she set you up with a fake bowl?
Yep. So I wash my hands again. I look at the bowl again. Oh, bowl looks pretty dirty, doesn't it? So I guess last time it didn't get all the dirt off, did it? Or maybe your bowl's just dirty. She goes, do you have any special woman in your life? I go, no. He goes,
she looked at her and said,
goes,
only my mom's.
Mother?
Shout out to everyone listening.
She goes, mother, sister? I go, no, nobody. She goes, all right, well, what
They're
about
all
this?
dead. They died from soap overdose.
Dead Sea.
Oh, yeah, my mom and my sister, both were in the Navy. They died at the Dead Sea. The soap you got me washing my hands with, it's made from their essence.
They were trying to harvest salt out of the Dead Sea. They fucking died. So she goes, well, smell this. And I smell it, and I can't fucking smell anything because my fucking nose doesn't work for anything but food.
Was that your twat?
And it was like honeydew or something. Or it was like honeydew or something. I go, no, I don't put that anywhere near my body.
Yeah.
And then she gives me something else, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't like to smell that either. And she goes, well, maybe it'd be good for your mother. And I go, yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't really like her that much. She's on vacation right now. She didn't bring me. I've been fucking struggling week to week, and she's on a cruise that costs like $3,000. Yeah. I'm not that into buying her anything right now.
Yeah. Actually, on the Dead Sea, too.
Yeah. Valentine's Day's coming up. I go, I'm not buying anyone anything for Valentine's Day. So she goes, well...
Yo, she was trying hard.
She was trying hard. She's like, this soap, you just use once a week. When you go in the shower, and you can rub it all over your body. I go, on my whole body, like not just to wash my hands. I'm gonna rub this like everywhere, and I like motion towards my dick.
You bought this?
No, she's like, well, yeah, once a week. She goes once a week, Like, I don't know how comfortable I feel about this. She goes, "What if I told you it cost $1 million? Would you buy it?" I go, "No." It was, what if I was included? I said,
Wow.
I said, "Do you cook?" And she goes, "No, but I clean." I go, "We may have something here." So then she obviously sees I'm playing. I don't have $1 million. I'm wearing I have DSW bag with an umbrella.
Yeah.
And she asked me what I bought, and
You
I
got
told her.
Crocs and sweatpants on.
I told her exactly. No, I was wearing nice clothes. But I tell her exactly. Yeah, I went to DSW to buy or return some whack ass shoes my mom bought me, and they had a $20 coupon. I had to buy something, so I bought an umbrella.
Yeah.
And she's looking at me like I'm the most pathetic case in the world ever. And
She's about ready to give you a sympathy blowjob right at the mall.
she's trying so hard to sell me stuff, and I am just fucking rejecting everything. Now I'm there for like 15 minutes now.
She's debating, should I sympathy blow him or sympathy hand job him?
She goes, "Let me see your hand." So I give her my hand, and she goes, "Turn it." So I turn it this way, and she's looking at my nails. She goes, "Oh, you bite your nails, don't you?" I go, "Yeah, I bite my nails." And she goes, "Oh, well, how the white part of your nail gets long and hard and gross, and then gets yellow, and this prevents that." I go, "So does biting them." And she and she goes, and she gives me a look like, "Stop it." And so she takes my nail, and she like puts some shit on it and starts rubbing it with like a block. And she makes it all, and she's giving me the sales pitch on this now. It's all fucking smooth and shit. I'm like, "Wow, that's pretty impressive." And she puts some lotion on my cuticle. I'm like, "Wow, pretty impressive." And she goes, "For just $35 today," and I go, "Forget it. I'm not going to buy it." She goes, "Listen, I'll give you my discount. I'll give this to you for $15 today."
Wow.
I go, "Listen, I appreciate what you're doing here. I told you I'd come back. I gave you one question. I'm not buying this."
Not buying shit.
I go, "But I have a very successful radio show on QSJRadio.com. If you give me your business card, then I will promote you on our show."
Did you tell her, I'm not buying it. I do internet radio, not satellite radio. Did you give her that pitch?
No. I just said that I'd promote her on our show. So,
Cheers.
if you are in Crossgates Mall,
Shout out to everyone listening.
and you walk by a Deja Vu Dead Sea soap stand, and you see a little girl that weighs like 80 pounds.
Soaking wet.
Her name is Bella, and go give her the treatment. Tell her Rain Man and Guy Blow sent you.
Yeah.
Then I go to Lids.
You go to Lids, and then instead of getting a hard sales pitch from a girl, you get one from an African American where he goes, "Yo, bro, you wear your hats out in the rain?"
No.
"I know you do, bro. There's fucking bad weather out all the time. Yo, check this out. This shit was made in NASA. It seals your hat so it never gets wet." And he sprays it down with that composite stuff and throws the water bottle on it. Are they still doing that at Lids?
No, they didn't do
Oh,
it.
they didn't do that?
No, because he goes, "What can I help you with?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm looking for an Air Force hat." He goes, "Yeah, we don't have that." And I go, "Well, your website said you had it." He goes, "Yeah, well, maybe the website does, but normally you got to go to Army Navy store." And I go, "Well, your website said you had 5. He goes, "Well, we don't have them here." You go, "All right." I go, "Well, maybe a Braves hat." And I go through the ringer with this dude. It's like buy one, get one half off.
Yeah, always is, yeah.
And so I pick out a Braves hat that I like, that I had already picked out, and I liked it in the store. And eventually it gets to the point where I'm like, "Listen, dude, I really want an Air Force hat. So if I can't get it," he's like, "Well, you can get it online." I go, "You want to check?" And so he pulls up the computer, he pulls up the hat, pulls up this one that I'm wearing right now. And he goes, "Yeah, it's right here online." I go, "All right, well, can I buy this one today? And then you ship me that one for half price."
Yeah.
He goes, "No, you got to do them both at the same place." "All right, well, can you order them both for me right now online?" And so we ordered them both online. $50. I got free shipping, so I got 2 hats.
Yeah.
One for 35, one for 16. And I got free shipping on the hats. Didn't have to pay sales tax because it was purchased out of state. Boom.
What do you mean? But is it bought online?
Because it was out of state.
I need to do that because once the good weather rolls around, I'm wearing a hat every day. That's just how it is.
Mhm.
I need
And I'm
to
going
do
to buy
that.
2 more.
Absolutely, because you need one for like every day.
I need a...
You need different colors ones.
I need a Cowboys one.
got-
I saw one with a D.
You got blue right now. You got a black one right there.
Mhm.
You're gonna need a different color.
Mhm.
Cowboys the same color as that Air Force hat.
It's a different color. It's all blue, solid blue.
Oh, all right.
But it's not bright blue like
So you
this.
switch
It's
it
like
up?
a navy. And then the other one, a Miami Hurricanes one, which I'll get white and green.
You know what sucks about that Miami Hurricanes hat that you're going to get?
What?
They're probably going to win the national championship. Have you looked at their roster? You know, they got
Yeah, but
dudes
the roster's always stacked.
No. Besides that, they got dudes on their team that are like 24, 25 years old. They got guys that are like double red-shirted freshmen. They got guys.
Oh, not the basketball. I'm talking about football.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, their basketball team's nasty.
Yeah, they're probably gonna win it.
They don't have like a single pro prospect on their team. And
They're just old as
fucking,
shit.
And they're crushing.
Old.
Yeah.
All of them, top to bottom. Just
They're ranked-
old-ass men.
Duke's ranked number 2. Miami's ranked number 3. Miami almost beat them by 50 points, and they don't have any losses. And Duke lost to them, and they're ranked ahead of them.
I'll never understand it either.
Ridiculous.
Duke has such a huge bias. That's what happens when you recruit academically smart people, and they're mainly white.
Can't get around it.
You can't. I mean, that's just the type of bias that there is out there in college sports. What are you going to do?
So I mail order my hats. Walking back to my car, I pass another stand that's deja vu with a girl who was much less sales pitchy on my way by.
Yeah?
But on my way back, she asked me, I go, Bella already got me, sorry.
Did you know Bella?
She must have.
Hey, Bella's such a slut.
Walk to my car, get in the car. I look at the business card she printed me off the computer, and it's just a receipt that has her name on it.
That's an authentic business card. She should have went to Vista Print.
And I tried Facebook, and I couldn't find her on there.
Fucking this guy. My God.
I just like to see what people are up to. I wasn't interested in her at all. She was way too small.
I think next week we need to have a Chris Hansen moment. Rain Man.
Well, no, these girls are
We're
all
doing
age.
radio. Sit down for a while.
But I'm figuring I might want to go to the mall more often. Like, it felt good to talk to people I didn't know.
Yo.
Like,
You hit it right on the head.
I don't do that. The only people I talk to, really, I talk to you, and I talk to people at work.
Raymond F. Mann, at @guy_blow, went to the mall on Saturday as well. I'm telling you right now, it was probably an all-girl trip. It's been about a year since I've been to the mall. Let me tell some of you depressed, sad people out there that are maybe a little down and out. You think that you won't be able to find Mrs. Right. It's not a beautiful woman out there for you. In 2013, because of the way that the American culture is, women's hobbies are just being hot. I was walking through the mall. How far do you think how far do you think Colony Mall is on Wolf Road from one side to the other?
Oh, I don't know.
A mile?
Maybe, yeah.
Was it back and
Cross
forth?
Gates is supposed to be a mile and a half, so...
So we'll just say 2 miles worth of square footage I've walked back and forth in Colony Mall. When I went to go pick up my new phone, the Nokia Lumia 920, which you should get. The resolution's so good if you watch porn on it, you could smell the slut. But okay, so I'm walking back and forth. Every store that I passed, I was like, dime, beautiful, wow,
oh, yeah,
redheaded,
beautiful women all over.
bro. Hot-looking broads, tall, medium, small, brown, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, redheads, blondes, brunettes, wearing leggings, wearing jeggings, wearing yoga pants. It doesn't matter. Hot broads all over the place. And I've been trying to tell Latino Heat this. We both have, as a team, for probably about 6 months, that, listen, looks brings you there to start talking to a female, but it's everywhere. If me and you closed up the laptop, shut the microphones off, packed up shop, and went to a grocery store at 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time.
Bro, go ahead.
There's dimes all over the place. Women, their hobbies to be hot. We do bad radio. We write even worse QSJ radio columns. Fuck, we do even worse commercials. I mean, you heard of Danny's Discount Flowers. It's pretty bad. It's an awful commercial. That's our hobby. Women, they just like to be good looking. It's all that's their hobby. Because every smartphone has a camera on it. So every opportunity got, oh my God, come here, Becky. Yeah, such a slut. Take a picture. And then they get pictures together.
Exactly what they say.
Yeah, and because there's Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, MySpace, bad radio, podcast, all this shit on social media, they just constantly want to be hot. But it doesn't hit me. I personally don't care. I did make my triumphant return back to the gym, and I had to take down the wanted and missing posters. Real funny, good folks at ABC Sports and Fitness. But I came back, assholes. But that's their hobby, Rain Man. They like to be hot because they do yoga, they do cycling, they do spinning, they do hot yoga, hot spinning, they do Zumba, Tai Bo. That's what they do. They enjoy eating healthy and being hot. That's what they do.
I went daytime grocery shopping last Tuesday. I left work early.
God, how was it?
Went to Price Chopper to grab some food and some fresh vegetables and stuff like that to make stew and just to have my regular groceries for the week.
Which, by the way, is near Siena University. Just give you guys a heads up.
And extremely gorgeous-looking girl right behind me in line. I put the divider out and pushed all my stuff up so she could start unloading her hand thing on the roller. She said, "Oh, thank you so much." And I was like, if only I could talk to women. I might talk to this one.
Yeah.
And that's just a regular encounter that you could have.
Because if she's at the grocery store, she's your type of girl.
Right.
Meaning that she's probably domesticated.
Yeah. Oh, she definitely was. Because you know what happens next? An old dude gets behind her. Old dude, no shame, starts talking to her.
Nice ass.
Yeah, and he's like, "You live alone?" And she was like,
"What's your address?"
Yeah. And she was.
Can I follow you home? Help you out with the groceries?
And he was like, "Oh, you're cooking for yourself?" And she's like, "Yup." And he's talking to her about that. Because he's talking to her about chicken. Because she bought the boneless tenders, which are like ridiculously expensive.
What a conversation!
And he was like, "Chicken's on sale for 40% off this week. You should buy the big breasts, and then you can." And
was
then
he staring at her tits while he was saying it?
I don't know. She was dressed pretty. I don't know what it's called. So what would you say? What's that called? Conservatively.
Yeah, there you go.
But that,
Christian mingly.
Yeah, but and I'm looking at her. I'm like, this is a good-looking girl. Here, this dude is talking to her.
Creeper.
I'm a decent-looking guy. Like I'm dressed well.
Incredible
I
jawline.
look good right now. I do have a good jawline. You know, I got amazing hair. I'm not wearing a hat today. I should say something. And instead, I help the old lady bag my groceries. And I give her my card, my Advantage card, and she scans it. Take out that big fat wad of cash because I still didn't pay my my rent. Give her the money for the groceries.
Yeah.
And then I go on my way. And I'm like, you know what?
I should have said something.
I should have said something. Like, you know what? Maybe I'll go back next Tuesday. And she'll be in there.
Because that's how it's going to happen, honestly. Because we're born in the 80s. It
I'm not
all
gonna...
stems from the story. 90s kids love the interwebs.
Another one. A new girl just joined my softball team. One of the girls that's on my team goes, "Hey, can so-and-so join the team?" I go, "Is she good?" He goes, "Yeah, she's real good." All right, what's her name? Gives me her name. Look her up on Facebook. Gorgeous. All right, sure, you're in. You meet the criteria. You're good looking and you can play. So, boom, we got a new girl for QSJ Radio softball team.
She'll be rocking the jersey?
Sent me a text. I got her name. I got her phone number so I can give her the details when we're going to start. She'll be rocking the QSJ Radio jersey. And that's going to start up coming up probably April, May.
Yeah, you're going to let her know that you have to wear that Under Armour with no sports bra underneath?
Well, she's going to have to take pictures for the calendar.
Yeah.
We're doing a fundraiser for our fee to get in.
Yep.
And it's going to cost her a picture so we can make a calendar. I'm trying to get 12 girls. Right now I got 9.
Are you going to get any type of, will you do a holiday every month? Oh, on the calendar. You have to put every Tuesday on the calendar. I don't care if it's Lincoln's birthday or if it's President's Day or any other holiday that Hallmark made up that would fall on a Tuesday. That calendar has to have, it's Tuesday. You need to go to QSJRadio.com and tune in to the Rayman and Guyblow Show.
Speaking of which, happy Fat Tuesday to all Rayman and Guyblow listeners. Hug a fat person today and thank them for their service. Courtesy of the producer.
Yeah, happy Fat Tuesday. What's that, a made-up holiday?
It's the day before Mardi Gras.
It is. Oh, my God. Mardi Gras. That is something.
Are you about to get into something? So I'm about to play the extra.
Oh, no, we'll talk about it in the extra. No, it wasn't too deep. But the Mardi Gras, Rayman, is something we have to do together before we leave this earth. Because it's a gathering of sluts that are all going just because they want to take their shirts off and expose nipples for dollar store beats.
I want to do a QSJ live show from Mardi Gras. I want to be up on top of a bar, doing it on the balcony.
With a microphone.
Throwing beats down to broads. and traffic light just screaming, shout out to everyone listening. Fucking DJ and unsigned artists. Rain Man and Guy Blow.
Yep.
Doing Jaeger bombs.
We invite 60 unsigned artists, only 20 show up.
You know what? I'm not drinking until the Mardi Gras party with QSJ Radio. How about that?
Sick. Or if not that, just a live event, because when Traffic was interviewing Czar the Truth, I apologize. I know you are QSJ Artist of the Month, and I didn't get your name right, but hey, we interview tons of artists, so as you understand, it's tough for us to remember.
Yep.
But thank you for being part of the QSJ Radio family. When he was interviewing him, he has a float in the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I'm almost positive me and you have spots reserved on that float.
I'm in.
Yo, we're going to be down there for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. We're going to be able to see senior citizen Puerto Rican females with tube tops. It's going to be great.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to be the only white people in an 8-mile radius.
Let me see. I'm trying to find the guy's name, but all I can find is shout out to Giuseppe's Pizza Delivery.
Once again, shout out to Giuseppe's Pizza and Deli, Waterville Pizza Store that was still delivering during the onslaught that was Precipitation Armageddon, known as NEMO.
Oh, by the way, last time we were on air, we had an interview with a girl named JennaTalks.com.
Yes.
And JennaTalks.com uploaded a new video where she masturbates on camera. Costs you $2.99 to view it. You go to her site, you get a subscription, $2.99. You can download that video for as many frapping sessions as you want.
Yeah, it's JennaTalks.com.
First time her pussy's ever been on camera, she said. Dead serious. I was doing the old direct message going, come on, just send me something. Honest, send me something.
Send me something.
I'm not jerking off to you blowing your husband for 10 seconds at a clip. Come on, we're in the industry together. So she did that video and uploaded it and goes, here you go, you want it? You pay for it. Good for her. Businesswoman right there.
Yeah, she's an entrepreneur.
I'm glad we're just not, interviewing sluts. Like, the girl has some class, She got a price, $2.99.
Yeah. So if you are in the same business as JennaTalks.com and you are an internet entrepreneur of the entertainment business, give me a shout out on Twitter. It's @guy_blow, and we'll set you up for an interview. We did have Hazy to be interviewed today, but due to the fact that this show is the most grassroots effort type radio show / podcast that you'll ever listen to, unfortunately we couldn't restart the computer that connects everything. The sound, the video, the recording, the everything computer. So, I don't know.
I just need to restart.
Yeah, maybe if you buy some advertisement space on QSJ Radio Magazine, we can get a kickback.
We get a desktop.
You can get a desktop.
Fucking Latino's got his desktop sitting here still.
I know.
Waste of money that was. And I tried to buy it from him, too, and he was like, it cost me $300, bro. I'm like, I'm not paying you $300 for it.
No.
I already have 2 computers that both work.
If you can get that for $100, that's a deal.
Yeah. But even then I'm committed to having it up and working it as a radio computer.
Yeah, but for after Saturday of Don and Paul's, I'll come over here and we'll just get producer on the phone and we'll install everything that needs to be on there. And it'll seriously just be that computer. Plug the webcam in it.
It's already been tainted with porn, though.
No, he was on AggressiveCamelToes.com.
Not closer than this has been.
It's pushing the envelope of porn, but
the
it's not
closest
there.
this has been is Rate My Knockers.
And my Gmail account.
Twitter. And your Gmail account.
Yes, thank you. And we don't have... do we have any fresh likes? I think we have like 3.
We're actually losing likes, kid.
Oh, yeah. Our likes are dropping like the Dow.
All the terrorists. All right, a week ago, Mark Santos, Jenna Martin, Walter Thomas Allen Rice last Wednesday, And Roy Lawtono this Monday. Thanks for taking the 18 seconds to click like on the Rayman and Guyblo show.
That's right.
And a special shout out to Grimace this week, who asked me, what's QSJ Radio? What happened to Rayman and Guyblo? And I said, QSJ Radio is the station that we're on now, buddy. And he wrote, oh, okay. And that was the extent of our conversation.
Yo, if that guy had transportation and could remote into the show.
Dude, we've known him for a year. We've been Facebook friends with him since then. And he can't take the 5 seconds it takes to read a status update that says what we're doing. Like, he's that out of touch.
Yo, he would legit. I hate using that word legit. I'm going to rewind that. He would be our Baba Booey. He would just be a good, what's that, Rayman? We have a caller. Do you want me to page him through now, or do you want me to put him on hold? Grimace, whatever you think that we're paying you for. Yeah, he'd be great. If only he could remote in, though.
To just walk around with him for an hour.
Yeah, that's tough. But yes, this is the outro of the Rayman and Guyblo show. The QSJ Radio Magazine has launched. If you are a business, an artist, or an attention whore with some cash, get a hold of me at @guy_blow. I would be more than happy to sell you some advertising space on the QSJ Radio Magazine. It is not only an internet magazine, it is being launched on official print. So let your business be known. Buy some ad space on QSJ Radio Magazine.
And a special shout out to Scratch. He's back in action, he said. Maybe we'll get him on air again. Not here. He's going to have to remote in for your place.
Yeah, because, the doors officially closed in the Rayman and Guyblo show. The only people that third seat and microphone is open for is if Traffic Light is up here to pay some child support in cash, or if the producer, if he already did every wedding in Iowa and he has to resort to doing one in Albany, this seat's open for you too, buddy.
And I'll give an open invitation to Latino if you want to come back for a special guest segment. We'll pretend like we're doing one, but we're not recording it.
Exactly. But yes, Rayman and Guyblo show. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Oh! And thank God since I repeat myself so much, the subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, huge thank you. Shout out to all my Asians. Yo, we're up to 9.
Really?
I got a hold of them Asians on Stickcam. I made a couple of them go har, 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 har. And now they all hit us up on the subscribe, rate, and review on the iTunes page. Keep it coming. I read them every single week. If you make me laugh out loud, I'll read them on air. RaymanGuyblo.com. Click the iTunes link.
Special thanks to Justin TV for letting us do this live via video. And thanks to the producer for being the only one who watched the whole episode.
Yeah, I love you.
We had 2 random viewers, and they were gone. And now the producer's gone as well.
Perfect. Moves. Make them. We're out here. See you next week.